Already 5 whole episodes?
And welcome to potentially the last episode of the Diamond Soul arc. Might be an epilogue afterwards, but you know this group by now. There's probably something they'll find to drag it out. Last session, you guys had spoken to a crystal dragon who had told you that the only way that you could prove yourselves to be not just thieves, but maybe even allies of the plane, the mineral plane, was to deal with an infestation. A creature that had adapted and evolved to become immune to the crystallization in this place. And if they were not stopped, they would proliferate and spread across this realm, posing a danger to all denizens that live here. So quickly set out to find this crystalline sliver. You had to wade your way through quite a few of them. They seem to sprout wings, shoot barbs, and claw at your faces, but it seems your friend Val Kiss was able to, the giant pit lord was able to sort of hold them back whilst you guys headed south into a ruby chamber. There you saw this almost queen-like figure protecting her eggs, and sure enough, a very crystalline sliver hiding behind this cluster of rubies. Someone threw a fireball at the eggs, and they went pop, whilst the rest of you guys tackled the bone scythe slivers and blade back ones. The only one that got away in the end was this gem hide sliver, which burrowed into the ground and was gone before you had a chance to drag it out. Laverne, Eirina, was laying unconscious on the floor by the end of this battle, but a little cute ruby nugget flew down, nuzzled its nose into your face, and you were able to be healed for 15 hit points. And as you come to consciousness, you can still feel the heat of those eggs on fire, but looks like the battle is won. A couple of Chrismals took hits in that during... Yeah, even Kesh'an's looking pretty bad. But you're still alive, and that's the most important thing. What would you like to do in this chamber now? Or would you like to head back?
I'd like to go and see if I can retrieve the corpse of the crystalline one, so that we can take it back as proof that we've destroyed it. We also maybe put it in my book.
I put it in your... Yeah.
Some of it in the book.
I was questioning what that was about then.
Don't
The
forget.
crystalline sliver probably did shrink back down to a normal sort of size, and you could harvest a bit of it, or all of it, or take back the whole thing if you really wanted it.
I'm gonna harvest a bit of it first, and then I'll take the rest of it back. I'll take whatever part seems to be the most beneficial.
Yeah. Claw looks like it's a single appendage that has this diamond-tipped blade at the end. That definitely looks alien.
Suddenly had Batty from Ferngully in my head. I may only have but one claw, but beware!
Yes, great movie. Also, for anyone that likes loot, remember that when the gem-claddon thing burrowed, loads and loads of rubies came flying up, he said, out of the hole he dug, in case, people want to loot that stuff.
Maybe we shouldn't.
Considering we want to get past this dragon without a fight, we don't want to be stealing gems, and I look directly at Andi when I see it.
Just putting that out there.
Her hand was slowly reaching out to a shiny, but then she kind of retracts it.
We only want to get what we've come here for. These creatures have already stated their views on our kind, as they called it. Perhaps let's not piss them off further and just take what we've been given.
Mm-hmm. Right,
Okay.
let's go get these diamonds.
I think as you're saying that, Kesh'an, the only one that does understand you, or rather, yeah, the only one that understands one of your group is you. The little ruby furry creature does sort of swoop over, kind of lands on your shoulder, and it says, "Well, you need not steal. If perhaps I give you a gift."
Oh, but you're the one who saved us. I mean, if anything, we owe you.
No, you go back my home. These crystals and this ruby realm was infested.
Well, then what kind of reward do you have in mind? Or a gift, sorry. Yeah.
It hops over to one of these pillars of pure ruby. You can see the ever shifting, almost dying embers. It gives off no heat, but you can see it seems to grab from perhaps one of the tops of the pillars a small ruby, and it jumps back down, hovers towards you.
Hold my hand out.
Yeah, it pops the glowing ruby into your hand.
Thank you, friend.
Says, this one's very charged with positive energy.
It's not too charged, is it?
It's enough to perhaps heal some of your allies, but yeah, don't give it to people who are already healed.
Llewellyn, Andi, if you want to come on over.
I have a quick question.
Mm-hmm.
If we gave this healing thing to something at full health, does what it does count as damage?
When you ask it like damage, I mean,
because it overheals you. It's basically, for want of a better word, it's cancer.
it does more than damage you. Let's put it that way.
Because I'm thinking, what if
Healing can't damage you.
What if we use it on the Minotaur?
I don't want to take that risk.
I mean, he's at full health. What's it gonna do?
From the scroll you read, Kesh'an, you remember the word unmakes.
Just a suggestion.
Turn him to crystal.
I mean, I'd much rather use it on my party member.
No, that's fair. I was just offering a suggestion. Because
Maybe
we're gonna have to deal with that thing in order to potentially get back.
Maybe you can kick him into one of the crystals. I mean, you've done it down holes.
Maybe.
I mean, yeah, if anything, but if we have to deal with them, we have a means to.
Yeah.
But as for now, I'm going to use it on Andi and Llewellyn.
Okay, sure. So the little nugget kind of guides you on how to draw out its positive energy in a more sustained and less volatile motion, and you'll see little tiny red streams of energy sort of flow from the gem and into the two of them. That's right. You remember that the gems contain singularities of positive dominant energy, and will overheal its holder until their body unravels. That's what you was told. Mechanically, you don't know what that means, but in any case. All right, so there's a limited number of charges on this stone, but for every kind of round that you see the stream entering into their bodies, they heal 10 hit points.
Okay.
Now, because it's gradual and sustained, you can stop when you feel like their bodies have gained enough. But whereas before, when you picked one up, it was more like a burst of healing, and it was uncontrolled. It was like random, so I'd make you roll a d100. Well, this is very gradual, almost like the burning ember is not burning their their health, but burning away their wounds, almost like cauterizing them, but without any pain or heat. You see this kind of ember flowing into your bodies.
Would this have been enough to do before I use wholeness of body to do all three of us?
You've already done that. That was last fight. You did that to make sure you didn't drop in the fight.
Oh no, I literally used it just now.
I used it last session.
Oh,
really?
I used it on me last session. Yuckmuck used it. I mean.
Anyway,
yeah.
There's a limited number of charges on it. Anyway,
that's fine. I was just thinking if it the utility wise.
So there's 10 charges, which basically equals 100 health. So
nice.
You could split that amongst these two, or
Andi, the villain, fight for it.
I mean, Andi, heal yourself up first, and then I'll have whatever's left, I guess. So Andi can hold it first, provided that you share the shiny.
Okay.
You're putting a lot of faith in me.
Yeah, I trust you.
All right then. So you see the stream enter into Andi's body, and sure enough, the wounds, the slashes, will begin to heal. Go from 31 to 41, 51, 71. So tell me when to stop. 81.
I mean, that should be enough.
Yeah.
You basically full.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So that's 50 of the healing done.
And then the
Lavella,
rest of the 50.
And then the rest into Lavella.
Mm-hmm.
So you go to 65. There you go. And after that, you see the gem beginning to sort of slowly die out. The embers on it sputter out, and you're just left with a sizable ruby in your hands.
And now we can hand it back to Andi.
I mean, I turn to the dragon like, do you want this back, or...?
I'll translate.
It's a gift.
Okay. And then I give it to Andi for being good and not stealing the ones that came up through the floor.
Thank you. And she just like rubs it on her face like...
This is a pretty big ruby. Like, we're talking fist-sized. Probably worth hundreds of gold.
This is Andi's Dr. Octopus.
It's like the one that Abu tried to steal
in Aladdin, yeah.
Couldn't think of the word, then I'm like, Lion King? I'm like, no, that's the wrong thing.
Andi, we are going to put googly eyes on that as soon as possible.
I mean, that is what Elias would do, but Andi has a snake. She doesn't need a Dr. Octopus, says Jamey.
Can you replace the opal with the ruby?
It's just like a snake with like a giant ruby on its head.
But the snake's already got a pearl on its head.
Yeah. Right.
Shall we go deal with this dragon then?
Yeah.
Well,
potentially
we've made a deal with the dragon already. We're just finishing it up. Let's go get those diamonds.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Hopefully not deal with a minotaur on the way.
What's with the weird crystal symbol on Lokshu's head?
What?
It was when he was using Cone of Cold.
Oh, okay.
Boink.
I mean, I'm still concentrating on that.
Oh no.
That you just got rid of.
Dip, dip, dip.
What were you concentrating on? Oh,
Being-
okay.
Being gone.
Oh, Egbert's over there.
Yeah, we.
Egbert was fighting the fight.
Egbert was murdering everything.
Yeah, basically.
Ooh, blimey.
So as you
I-
come back into the crystalline chamber, the
we
one
want to
where
go this way.
the one where the floor is razor sharp knives, you have to tread very carefully as you're going, unless you're
It's
flying.
alright, we've got the rocking horse. What?
Past some of these crystals, you see Vishtar Kanuk has been very busy finishing off and slaughtering a whole bunch of these slivers. He looks pretty untouched as well himself. Maybe he's taken a few scratches here and there, but for the most part, he's sort of just flexing, sort of rolling his shoulder. He turns around. Oh, you gotta sneak past him. Is this what's happening?
I don't know what's happening.
And then he
I'm
waddled
just
away.
walking. I have no reason to speak to him as young.
That's fair enough.
To be fair,
You
I've
see-
still got to get to the diamonds before him to win this race. So, you
Yeah.
know.
Well, he's got his back turned to you right now, and he does seem to be cleaning his mace of all the filth and guts that these slivers had on it.
Is that what we're doing? Are we,
You're gonna lose the race! Bye!
are we actually stealthing? Oh, never mind.
I just rolled that just for the hell of it. See how sneaky Yokmug can be across this. But mostly because the Minotaur's potentially through here, so it might be worth going a little bit quiet.
Yeah, we'll be stealthy.
You're not wrong there.
Oh no.
I'm afraid so. Oh no!
Oh,
Oh,
it's
no.
happening! It's happening! The big fight!
Yeah, hell no. This is where we stealth.
Pull the cleric, but not for me.
Yeah, we stealth.
Yeah, we
In the
definitely.
midst of this chamber, as you're coming up, you definitely see what looks to be an ongoing fight between the raging invincible Minotaur and this floating creature made of pyrite cubes. It is making these pulsing sounds, and every time it does, you see a beam being unleashed from its central eye. It shoots a different color every time, like it's got this prismatic, crystal-like ability. And I should roll for a couple of things, see what happens. Let's go with the D6. 6. So it's the orange ray. Makes a DC 15 dex save, which he
Passes.
succeeds. Yeah, he does succeed. You see the
Wow.
orange ray sort of entangle around him, and you see these orange barbs shoot out into his arms. But the spell seems to be instantly repelled from him, and he just like breaks free with a roar. Ah! Come down here! Stop floating away from me! He's just having to launch basically javelins, hand axes, whatever pickaxes are on the ground as well. He's just hurling them towards this. But it does seem like this creature's trying to keep its distance, hovering away. As it gets to here, you see it turns around, brings its hands up into the air, and there's this resonating pulse that begins to emanate from this creature. And as it does, it seems to create a chain reaction. Every crystal around it begins to hum in tune with this pulse.
Uh-oh.
And it gets louder
Run.
and louder.
Fingers in the ears, everyone!
Run!
We zoom in straight across.
Yep.
You can if you like.
Stealthily.
Yeah. Everybody cover your ears, hum to yourselves, and run!
Can we technically do it stealthily because his back
You
would
can
be
either
his
you can
back
either
would-
run back doesn't make a difference if you're running through this place.
Yeah, but I mean, like at full speed, because technically his back would be to us, and secondly, he wouldn't be able to hear us because of
I
this
don't know
hood.
who I'm worried about between the two of them.
I'm worried
The
about the
invisible
Minotaur
Minotaur?
because we can't do anything to him. We might be able to do something to the other thing.
You're either running or you're going stealthily. I'm sorry, make a
Let's
choice.
just run.
'Cause you'd be running
Run.
out into the open.
If we do this stealthily, we're gonna have to be quiet and like this noise. It ain't happening, bro. Run.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Running it is. Zybits and Steel seem to be most affected by this. They seem to be like almost stopping in the midst of their tracks, wincing and trying to like pull themselves into a small, tiny.
Okay, I'm gonna grab each of them by their tails and just like, because I've got the rocking horse, so it's like pick them up by the tails and just go.
Yeah, they are small creatures, so you could pick them up. And they too seem to be resonating with this uncontrollably. And it's at this point I'm gonna need everyone to make me Constitution saving throw.
14.
Oh no.
That's decent. 14's decent.
Fuck me.
Still exhausted, so disadvantage.
No, you roll flat.
Okay.
Yeah, exhaustion's only skill checks. Okay.
I can never remember.
Let's look down the list. Andy's good as well. All right. See what about Raheem? Natural one, of course. Of course, it's NPCs. Every time I roll them, it's cursed. So Steel and Zybits are basically immune to this effect, but it seems as you're carrying them, the resonating sound that's coming off of them seems to only spread this sound right into your ears and in through your bodies as well. I'm afraid for Yuckmug, 4 is a pretty bad fail.
Mm-hmm.
As bad as Raheem's. And as you're rushing across, or maybe because, like you said, you wanted to try and go a bit stealthier, perhaps you are lagging behind as the rest are sprinting away. There's this chime resonates into your ears. You feel it shake you to your core. It feels like every bone in your body is vibrating at the same pitch. And I'm afraid Yuckmug, as he gets to about the same edge here as the tunnel was last time, he freezes in place, and the ringing is coming from him as well, as bit by bit you see his flesh turning to a smooth reflective surface. And
No!
Oh no,
Yuckmug is petrified instantly.
That is 2 characters, James, that you have turned them
Well,
to stone.
But this time, rather than being turned to stone, he is made of this crystalline like surface, many faceted angles and edges all over his body. His ears look like pointed geodes. Does he count as a diamond?
It'd be a pretty valuable diamond.
He has got the Diamond Soul going for him.
He does look crystalline. Whether it's diamond or not, you're not 100% sure.
But I guess
The same, I'm
happens.
afraid. The same happens for Raheem. As he's sprinting, he gets to this bridge, and suddenly he freezes in place. He looks around. No, no, not like this. And he too turns into a pure crystal statue.
Oh.
As for Kesh'an, bad news for Kesh'an, but it's not a fail by 5 or more, thankfully. It's just a normal fail, which means you become restrained as you see your feet beginning to completely crystallize from toes to shins, and it begins to slow down when it reaches maybe your waist. And you've sort of tried to steel yourself, ready your body for this, but it has affected half of your body.
Oh, what?
Restrained, I'm afraid. Okay. Meanwhile, Moton has absolutely turned around during this. can hear the ringing sound, but I haven't rolled his save actually, as it happens. I've got to roll really low for this because he's got super high con. Yeah, he is able to like push through it with an almighty roar that attempts to drown out the resonating sound, which does begin to die down at this point.
If he's turning round, when these guys get past, can I kick this this minecart into him to try and trip him over into it and send him down the tracks?
Okay, sure. Give me a strength check.
Because Kesh'an is quite strong.
22
22.
is not bad. I'm gonna also roll.
Come on. Come on.
He goes into a rage, that's for sure. He has been raging this whole time.
17! Yes!
Oh my god.
He's
That was with
going!
advantage, dude. I got +10 to this roll, for God's sake. Alright, your minecart goes hurtling down the tracks. He turns around, sees it. He doesn't dodge out of the way. He thinks he can just grab it and swing it back. But it kicks him out from the legs, and the bigger they are, the harder they fall. He tumbles in head first, and his horns kind of get lodged inside as well in the minecart. And the momentum carries him some distance back.
Thanks, Alicia.
I'll say he's like about 30 feet away and prone, but that's going to be his go. All right.
Grab Kesh'an and go.
Okay.
Mine, so.
No, Yuckmug! Take Yuckmug!
Or Yuckmug.
We'll grab Yuckmug as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna hop off the rocking horse. I'm gonna try to, I don't know, get it to lift Raheem. How much can the rocking horse carry?
It can carry Raheem.
Cool.
He is-
I'm just gonna have Raheem on it and tell it to go, and then
Okay.
I'll carry Zybits and the other one.
Not able to actually lift up Raheem. He is on the bridge, and you probably just have to push him off the bridge onto the rocking horse, and you steady it as it's flying away. You're picking up Yuckmug, Kesh'an, yeah?
Yeah, I'll pick him up.
Okay, that just leaves restrained Kesh'an.
Can I try and break out a bit?
Is Egbert able to move?
Yes,
Yeah.
Egbert was unaffected by this.
Cool. How big
He
is
is not.
Egbert?
He's a small creature.
Small creature.
He's like the size of a peacock.
Okay, I'm gonna tie a little bit of rope around Zybits instead of give it put it in Egbert's mouth so he can kind of drag them as he walks. And then I'm gonna try and help Kesh'an.
Yeah, the two Chrismals seem to recover after this resonation, but they sort of look around a little bit bewildered, but they can actually move by their own accord, so they quickly scurry off.
Okay.
Kesh'an, when you say break free, you mean break your own legs? Because that's what's happened. You're not encrusted in diamond.
Okay.
Your legs have turned to diamond.
It's fine. I'm gonna grab one leg, and he's gonna grab the other, and we're both just gonna lift and run.
Or maybe,
Charge!
maybe you would have enough motion that you can walk with crystal legs. You just don't have the knees don't bend anymore.
No, that's good. I like Andi and Lavellen carrying me like a tabard.
How's that
The
600
funniest
feet?
thing is we're such odd heights that it's kind of lopsided.
Yeah.
How's that 600 feet movement looking now?
Oh, fucking hell.
When you get to this chamber, you realize there's the bunch of goblins that have been kind of waiting for you, and they've been. They can easily help carry a couple of your allies as well.
They're all crystal.
No, they're not.
They look like tofu.
Okay.
They do look like tofu.
Tofu.
No, they don't.
Can
They've
we
been
not
looking
have,
after Karius and Elias as well.
can we not have them all turn to tofu instead?
No. Okay. The roaring of the Minotaur can be heard down the distant tunnel, but you've got a moment to create some distance and get into this chamber. The crystalline dragon immediately swings round its head, kind of peers forward and regards you all.
We did it! We're back! We have proof.
The crystalline creature is dead,
Yep.
and you have saved the mineral plane from a terrible fate. You have my thanks. And you have my blessing. You may leave and go forth.
I don't suppose you know how to free my legs and my companions?
Yeah, do you know how to turn this off?
It's gonna roll an intelligence check.
Come on.
Wow.
I'm
You
afraid
leg day, didn't you?
most denizens here do not find a cure. They simply end up joining the sculptures of crystal. Some lie around your feet, scattered in shards.
Yeah, we're
I
not
have
gonna
not
think
seen-
too much about that as much as we'd love to help all these people. We made a deal not to take more than we need, so please, as long as we don't go into that, I don't have to think too much about it.
It's okay. I've still got my hands.
The deal was to help our allies, and then that's it. So we're gonna get what we need.
Yep.
As agreed, and we are leaving.
Yep.
It gestures with a large wing and turns to its side and gestures towards the tunnel beyond. Says, "You will find the diamond realm beyond. Take what you believe you deserve."
Thank you. Yeah.
And
thanks.
be hasty.
Oh
Your
yeah,
mortal bodies will not hold longer in this realm.
Yep, we're gone. Also, watch out for the Minotaur.
What?
It turns and its eyes sharpen to points. Minotaur? Here?
Yep, he's a jerk. But he's also indestructible, so
We shall see.
have fun.
Yes.
Test this.
Now, I'm really curious. I don't have a way to interact, but why does the dragon seem to have a vendetta against minotaurs? Then it's just like, wait, there's a minotaur here?
What the fuck?
Because Minotaurs and the maze are like, the maze is adjacent to this realm. He's probably seen a few.
Kesh'an will give a deep
I
bow
trust
best
this
as he can in his frozen state.
I used the ground.
I've used this map in the Underdark campaign. But now,
Yes, you might have.
But now back on mute because I have nothing to say.
Okay, when you enter into this cave, then see a beautiful, glittering treasure trove of diamonds. Many of these geodes reach to the ceiling. You can see the light shining off of them. When it reflects into your eyes, it's almost blinding. To the point where you kind of have to like turn your eyes away or shield them.
Hey, who wants to do the math? How much do we need?
Well, they said take as much as you think you deserve.
Well, I think it's a case of the deal was we take what we need. not more than what we need. So we need enough to revive Eirina, Elias, Karius, fix your legs, Yuckmug, and Raheem. Is that everybody?
That's a lot.
I think so.
Yeah, it's quite a lot.
I'm gonna just get out my jeweler's tools and start chipping away.
She's going to assess and collect. Yeah.
I know how much out of character that is needed, but I'm luxury right now. But yeah, out of character, it's some.
Well, we've seen like Llewellyn has cast this before.
Llewellyn's cast a
No,
low
not
level
Llewellyn.
modifier.
Laffy's cast it before.
Yes.
So Kesh'an would know how much we need.
Ah,
Wouldn't
yes.
you, Kesh'an?
Yes, I know exactly how many we need. We need at least 7, but no more than 30. A multiple of 3.
What?
And diamonds.
Wow.
That hurt my head. Listen to that.
Would Logshaw know anything about revival
I'd-
spells?
Or one
Yeah,
of the,
I've seen
or one of
Laffy
the
card.
other many goblins.
You want the goblins to give it a shot?
I mean, they might know. Goblins
Uh,
goblins are an undergroundy sort of race. They are often associated with mines. They might know.
Okay,
They don't know
so
about magic, though.
because Greater Restoration takes diamond dust,
Correct.
not actual diamonds.
Yep.
Which we have. We got some of the diamond dust from the minecart, right?
You grabbed a handful of diamond dust from the 7th region.
Okay.
A handful.
I know.
Not that much. Probably maybe like enough for one casting of the spell.
Okay. Can I see if I can remember how much is needed for this particular spell?
Go
that we
ahead.
need?
Give me an intelligence check.
Cool. I'm going to see if I can remember from my learning.
You could also use Arcana, because this is to know the components of a spell.
I can use Arcana, yeah?
Yeah.
Disadvantage because of my...
Yes, because you're exhausted, sadly. You're as shaky on the terms of resurrection spells as Kesh'an is. You know much about components, but it's not on your spell list, so you're not 100% sure. The only way you could be sure is by taking an abundance of them.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna roll.
You do have a bag of holding.
Yeah, but we promised the dragon we wouldn't take more than we needed, and I'm gonna feel bad if we do.
So take more that take. He said take what you believe you deserve.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
we did kind of go
Nope.
above and beyond because we only had to kill the one thing, and we wiped out basically the entire species.
4,000 gold worth of diamonds.
And out of character,
Kesh'an puts his foot down. Sorry, they are already down. Kesh'an says 4,000 gold worth of diamonds.
Hold
Too
on.
big,
Yeah, no, you carry on.
too big, and a lot of little ones. That will mean that if any of us goes down, we still have one diamond to back us up. That can be the payment of saving this realm. We have 1 to save Llewellyn because that's the only thing that I care about right now. Fuck Chad.
This is the thought I've just had. Chad told us how many he needed to cast the spell.
Did he?
Literally before we left, because they said, oh, if I had this many diamonds, I'd be able to
Oh.
do it. He literally said it to us.
You can all roll intelligence checks.
okay.
Those are
Is it
still
2 or
except for Lokshun.
Intelligence checks.
Oh, that was Egbert.
But
Sorry, Egbert's thinking.
Egbert wasn't there.
But look, Shu knows.
No, he
There we
doesn't.
go.
Alright. Okay,
More
Kesh'an,
intelligent.
you do remember.
Cool.
Okay.
This one.
Shatters does have a greater restoration spell. It requires 100 gold pieces worth of diamond dust. If you're talking about resurrection, that's something he doesn't have. Oh wait, yes, it does. Sorry, he does.
Yeah, he's the one
That-
who's supposed to be doing this
Yeah,
for us.
yeah. It costs a diamond, a whole diamond worth 1,000 gold pieces.
All right.
You remember
Okay.
him saying that?
And as my past would tell me, I would know what that looks like.
Big.
Exactly. So I'm going to get people to carry me round while I point to the biggest rocks and I say, Andy, dig that one out until we have two big
Okay.
ones.
He kind of just looks over at you with
Or-
big eyes. She's already started digging elsewhere. He's like, well, you're all chatting away. She's already got started.
The funny
did-
thing is just because they're big diamonds
did
doesn't
you-
make them more valuable.
I need you.
Why
Okay.
don't you have your healer decide? I mean, he's already pointing. Elias is point. He's
Oh,
frozen
he's pointing, isn't he? Can oh god, they
Just-
are. Did Andy
I'm-
make a thieves tools check and add the
No, she hasn't
dexterity
yet.
to them?
Well, it's jeweler's tools, isn't it?
Jewelers, yeah, that's the one.
Um,
Because these diamonds, like everything in this realm, is razor sharp.
what?
Dex.
Nice.
That's actually not what I was looking for. Okay. Okay. Andy, you take 11 points of slashing damage as everyone's in a bit of a hasty situation. You want to get these diamonds as quickly as possible before that Minotaur catches up. And as soon as you try to grab the diamond and begin chipping away at it, your hand is instantly cut. It's a clean cut. It doesn't even feel pain. In fact, as you look at it, it's just running rich red.
Ooh.
It's just pouring over all the diamonds, and yeah, now it probably starts to hurt a little bit afterwards, but it's such a clean cut that it's going to keep running and running.
Andy's version of a paper cut.
Yeah.
I get paper cuts all the time at work and I don't notice them until I realise it's like, oh, I'm bleeding.
Hand sanitizer.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Being a bookseller, it hurts.
Gonna allow you to keep going and try it again, but this yeah, you can go again, but in the distance you hear not just the roar of the Minotaur this time, but instead the roar of that dragon, and probably the wings
Nice.
shattering things into pieces. Could you also roll me a D100, Andy? Okay, that's a medium-sized diamond, and I'm gonna roll 2d10 because as you retrieve the diamond from the little cluster of geodes, as you pick it up into your hands, there's this burst of blinding energy shoots into your eyes, and it kind of dazzles you for a second. Thankfully, that's only temporary, and as your eyes adjust, you look down at the crystal that seems slightly duller than it was before, but noticeably the hand that you cut is completely healed, and you heal for 8 HP.
Oh, that's cool.
But there's that surge of energy that kind of has clearly killed your wound. But you also at the same time realize it's quite possible that all of the diamonds in here are positively charged with some sort of dominant energy.
Yeah,
but you're
these are
successful.
normal diamonds.
I kind of want to have a look around the room because now I'm thinking about obviously Kesh'an scrolls.
That one's worth
And-
100 gold, by the way. Sorry.
100.
Yep.
Fuck
Wow.
me sideways. All right.
You're gonna need to roll high. Where I have my items so I can drag and drop them onto your character sheet, make this nice and easy. Yeah, there it is. Small diamond worth 100 gold.
Knowing that we are on
sheet.
these guys need this and we're on a time scale, can Luxian just try and like cut one with his massive demon glaive?
You can, if you wanted to go a bit recklessly. Yes.
Do it. I'll be more reckless away from the group.
Sure.
Just because yeah, we just did all that and got 100 golds worth of diamond.
I know.
He's gonna try and go for a big chunk.
Those are thieves' tools, though. Delicate going, and
Yeah,
you can give me a swing arena.
a swingarina.
Swing arena.
A
Just roll to
swingarina.
attack. That's
Wow.
your blade chips against the diamond. Like this diamond is harder than your weapon is by far.
He has multi attack. Does that
You can
help?
swing again. Yeah, go for it.
I'll do it one more time. Just I don't want to get caught up with an invisible dinosaur. Invisible dinosaur. Minotaur.
That also chips your blade as well. These diamonds are so solid.
He just turns around and just shrugs. I tried.
Okay. Moving on to the next diamond, I guess. So if you want to keep harvesting diamonds, I need more thieves' tools checks. But also, there's the issue with them being very obviously positively charged, and that's a thing.
Yeah, Steph was just looking for something, so I was just waiting, but it seems like we've crashed.
Yeah, Foundry's crashed.
No.
So yeah. She will continue to look, but I can't actually roll yet.
I'll roll for the next T100. The tiny diamond.
Oh.
In the meantime, I'll do this.
Oh, the sad part is as well, if Elias wasn't stone, he could fabricate this literally out of the crystals. He could just fabricate it into a different space. That's annoying. Oh. Stupid bad.
Okay.
All three of them are in the same room.
Hmm?
Wow, that is a battle.
And he starts it with a crit as well.
Oh,
A brutal critical at that, because he adds an extra 2 dice. So yeah, that did actually add. That's insane. And another clean swing, and then he's gonna do a reckless frenzy. And yeah, he's already chopping up that dragon. Let's see if he can. I mean, yeah, we'll try. Try and he succeeds on the con save, but
oh my god.
the dragon gains back temporary hit points. You can hear the sound of a scintillating breath light up down the tunnel behind you. Just this blinding light that reflects off every crystal like a mirror. Meanwhile, this creature begins firing off laser beams. It fails the save, depending on what it is. 3. a yellow blinding beam. The 68 radiant
blinded.
blinds him. Yeah, I rolled a charisma save though. 11 plus 10, so he actually succeeds.
Ah.
Yep. So, God, he's unstoppable. This thing.
Gosh, you made him invincible.
Yeah. Yes, I guess you're right.
Wait, at what point is it our turn again to roll for more diamonds?
When they've reconnected.
Okay.
Otherwise, can't really help you there. Do another cubic assault. Or no, we could try and restrain him. Get a roll a deck save.
26.
He succeeds.
Jewelers.
Okay,
Nice.
that is another success for Andi, and you get a tiny diamond. It heals you for 1d10. 3 heals you for 3. I'll come back to the diamond cave.
A 26 got her a small diamond in terms of dexterity check.
That's successfully harvesting the crystal. If you want to go for a big diamond, you can, but you just said you're kind of picking up the nearest at the moment.
Okay, I'm like actively looking for a bigger diamond.
Yeah, there are plenty of them around.
Cool. I'm gonna summon Candlewick as a sword. Oh no, I'm not. I am going to use my staff.
Okay.
And jam it into the base. And then I'm going to try to make at least some sort of crack or crevice. And then I'm going to very, very carefully fire off a firebolt, or an eldritch blast in my case, to try and break it off.
Okay.
Like a small charge.
I will
TNT
aid.
is dynamite!
Okay. Roll a hit with advantage.
I'll be the bellman to time.
Be great to have shatter at this point.
That's a clean hit. That's exactly. That's a good hit. All right. So the force damage separates it from the base, where the kind of it's not diamond at the ground. It's sort of just mostly it's kind of gravelly earth. And as you shatter that away, a big cluster falls to the ground, and you haven't touched it yet, but there is this massive diamond just laying there, kind of pulsing with this blinding light.
Lovely. I'm going to open the bag of holding, and I am going to nudge it with the end of my staff to get it into the bag without me touching it, because I've just seen what it did to Andi. I'm not letting off a flash grenade.
Interesting point. What happens if it has healing properties? What happens if this touches someone who isn't crystallized? What if it touches someone who's been turned to stone? Do you think it would have healing properties in that sense?
Alright, I open the bag of holding and I use the stone Elias to try and nudge it into the bag. What happens?
Yes. Yes.
Like a little golf club.
Roll 8d10.
A d10?
Yep.
Then would it heal
8d10.
8d10?
8d10. Oh, I thought you said a d10.
Yeah.
Oh.
Roll another.
Okay, so Elias becomes positively charged with 43 positive energy.
41. I rolled
40.
8d10.
Oh, okay.
But the first dice, the other was a 2, so it's the same dice.
That's same thing. All right, 41 points of positive energy. No, it doesn't heal you a single point. You're not a living creature, so it doesn't heal your wounds. And you can see Elias is glowing like a Arkenstone.
Yes.
Looks like he's
Pleased
radiated.
with that, to be fair, though.
It would be, yeah.
I am the king's jewel.
But that means that the giant diamond is fine now.
That's true. You got rid of all the energy.
Ooh.
Instead of Elias, it became Elias.
Lighthouse.
I hate
Yeah,
it.
he's like a lighthouse. You could easily put him out to sea and guide boats with him. With that though, yeah, you do see the diamond does go to a duller, more natural looking color. Though I'm gonna drag something onto your sheet. I'll put it on Irina's sheet for now.
How much?
But you just got a huge diamond worth 1,000 gold.
Okay.
On-
I will then repeat the process because that seemed to do the trick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we got another stony boy who can take the charge.
Sure thing. Go ahead and give me another Eldritch Blast with
Because
advantage.
obviously I get 3 Eldritch Blasts, so
The
Like you
question is, what would happen if you used on someone who's only partially petrified?
we will try that. Am I rolling normal, flat, or
Yeah, advantage still, because
okay? 25.
I believe Logshun was helping. Yep, that's a hit. And you shatter off another one. You're going for a huge one again.
Yeah, because that's what we
Yeah.
need, right?
Right, yeah, sure. There you go.
I'll let
It
Andi
is
do the
a-
little ones, and I'll do the big ones.
Yeah.
It is a pulsing, glowing, radiating crystal laying on the floor where you shattered
Oh.
it.
Who's only half crystallized?
Kesh'an.
Me.
Sweet. I'm gonna bring Kesh'an over, but I'm gonna use. Yes.
Just beforehand, I want to commit some form of seppuku. Because if this hits me and I quote unquote unravel,
Oh, okay.
because I'm
I mean, I
full
can
health.
punch you if you like.
Use your third.
It won't
Eldritch
do much, I don't
use,
think, but-
use your third Eldritch Blast. You got one left.
Yeah. You gonna let me Eldritch blast you in the face?
Wait, hold on a second. Let's
I'll
talk
also
about
point out, if you do want to do damage to yourself, there are razor blades everywhere around you. You could just jump onto a bed of spikes.
I have
He
an
can't
idea.
jump. He doesn't have legs.
However,
push him over.
I have an idea that's going to be practical.
Thanks,
So
Karius.
I'm going to reach into my sash and I'm going to pull out my my other stuff. And is there a diamond nearby that I can see?
Yeah, loads.
Okay,
Today's gonna be-
I'm gonna find the closest kind of like medium, largish, if I may, size one, and I'm gonna try and jam the stuff underneath. And I'm going to say zippity yip.
Wait, where?
You're going to try and push a diamond out of place.
Well, no. So I need somebody to push me.
Oh, right.
What?
Impale yourself on a diamond.
No, so I've got it jammed in, and because I'm using the zippity yip stuff, it's not going to break, and I just want somebody to boom
Okay.
and unlodge.
So you're going to whack yourself with the staff.
Yeah,
Because if you say the zippity yip, it expands, doesn't it? Again?
yeah. So
It's
think of
gonna
it.
throw you.
Think of it like a seesaw. So, well, I've just made it big, so I've got leverage.
All right, then.
Oh, you've done that. Okay, I thought you did it differently.
Are you trying to dislodge
So-
a diamond by falling onto your zippity yip?
Yeah, I'm seesawing it out.
He's getting a diamond out. That's what he's doing, Chris.
Yeah, was that not clear?
No, we thought you were trying to kill yourself. Well, more.
Oh yeah,
You
but I
said
want to do it
separately.
practically.
Okay. With an
Okay,
attempt to
well-
try and get a diamond out.
I'm gonna stand at an angle where I can firebolt him, and then of course I can, like pull him,
Yeah.
push him.
All right, sure. This is going to get all kind of weird.
This is very
So
weird.
first of all, roll your attacks with Eldritch Blast, and then Kesh'an, you're trying to willingly fail this, aren't you? So I guess there's no roll involved.
I don't know. I'll throw it back.
Oh dear. Okay.
Why aren't we just positively charging the Karius miniature?
So you zippity
Sounds
yip,
good.
which launches you backwards onto the incredibly sharp diamonds, which causes you to take 12 points of piercing damage. And then Eldritch Blast pulls you back, right?
Yeah.
And then your body gets dragged over a load of diamonds, taking another 8 points of slashing damage. And I guess at that point, you've got the zippity yip that kind of also whacked you. I'll just do another D8. Why not?
Does it unlodge the diamond it was under?
Although it was a pretty interesting technique to dislodge a diamond, I want you to roll a strength check to see if it is actually enough, because these are incredibly tough diamonds.
Does my
Do I
weight
need-
come into play at all?
I'll give you advantage because, of course, you're using leverage.
Oh my God, really?
Wait, what? Was that 2 1s? Are you mad?
Yeah.
well,
Are you
Okay.
fucking mad?
Oh, that you still.
your staff does not budge the crystal, and you begin to realize maybe your allies have it right. Force damage or intricate tools seem to do the job.
Kesh'an
glaive
now
didn't-
face
glaive-
down.
Chip. Yeah, sorry, go on.
Kesh'an now face down in the razor blades of diamonds. It's like, ow.
Another 44 damage in that?
No, that was not. I did 8d4 in the end. Pretty
Can
brutal.
somebody stand me up, please?
I will stand Kesh'an up.
I like,
He's just like,
I like to think that what happened is he did the zip the yip, so the it's like extended like that, and he went to fall on it, and he just rolled over it.
Yeah, it was awful. Poor guy.
that was so sad. Let's get these fucking diamonds and get out of here. Right, charge me
Yeah.
up.
How much healing are you down by?
A decent amount.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Alright.
can take it. Hopefully.
Well, you got to remember the Elias is charged with 41 points of healing.
Uh,
So I don't want to overheal you.
okay, hit me one more
And
time.
it can potentially heal up to 80 if you roll high.
Well, down I go again.
Cool. That should be enough, right?
Yeah, take 7, and then if you want to get blasted onto the floor again, take another 11 points of slashing damage as well.
Okay, that's enough. That's enough.
Lockshun stabs you.
Okay. And then I'm just going to poke you or make you hold
Jesus
Elias.
Did Morton just fail?
He did fail against a hypnotic pattern,
But then
but
he-
because he's got mindless rage, he can't be charmed.
Oh, no way.
This guy is truly unstoppable. He was doing his best. This dragon is really trying to hold him off, but there seems to be no stopping this guy.
You've created a monster. What about the big vibrating robot pyrite thing?
Yeah, we'll do the pyrite.
Is that still going?
We'll see.
And
Oh, I
you
failed
get
again,
2
too.
on the
Okay.
dice.
I need to roll what type of beam it is. We've had orange like 2 times in a row now.
6.
But that's
the
actually still pretty
restrained
good.
one.
Binding is
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, that's fine. All right, he's restrained. In the distance, you see an orange flash, and you hear the Moton's like, "What? What is this? Get off of me! You cannot hold me back!" And at this point, you hear the flapping of wings as the dragon takes flight. The hovering of this creature also creates distance. Yeah, we're gonna keep him at arm's length for a while. Okay,
what-
sorry, you guys.
So that's 2,000 gold pieces of diamond so far. And how many
You got-
small ones did we get?
You got 2,150.
2,150.
Yeah.
So at least another 350 in terms of the restorations.
Hmm.
You're gonna need a lot of, yeah. You're gonna need a lot of 100 golds worth.
We need 4, don't we?
There's a
1,
lot of petrified people.
2,
Yeah,
3, 4. Oh, Yugmug 5 because Yugmug.
correct. Don't worry about this guy. He's fine.
So yeah, we need literally 2,500. 500, I would say.
Okay. Yeah, you can get this done, hopefully, in time.
Out of character. More is good in
Okay.
case we want to pay Chad back. This is out of character because, again, Lokshan doesn't know Chad.
All
Or
right
does
then.
he?
We don't know. Let's grab some more diamonds, shall we? Either using thieves' tools or eldritch blasts, you can start to salvage more of these. So I'll allow both of you to give it a shot. Oh, what the heck? There's a diamond on the floor. Where'd this thing come from?
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Okay, 15 actually misses, but 23 and 26 get the job done. You're rolling pretty high on these. Great. Okay. Two smaller diamonds fall to the floor. They are the same size as the one Andi first got, and they are blindingly bright. Just looking at them is, you'd think they're like a gem of blinding. What are they called? Gem of brightness.
Okay.
That, unfortunately, is a fail again on the thieves' tools. Sadly. Gonna say, Andi, you take another.
Well, those aren't thieves' tools; they're jewelers' tools, so they have slightly different
Yeah,
stats.
there was an
That's what I
18
mean.
for the initial one.
What was it?
Yeah, there was an 18, then a 10.
Yeah,
then a
we both
14.
rolled 3 each.
Oh,
Just to
okay. Hold
speed
on.
things up.
Three jewelers' tools is going to be three whole turns.
We're
Which
just
is a
trying to
lot.
speed the process.
Okay. Just give it a second though.
First
All
one
right,
was
you
an
get
18.
you get one on the first one, no problem. That's again, it's a 100 gold piece diamond on the floor. If Andi picks it up,
Did
You
you go
pick it
for
up?
the?
She's picking them up. She's probably using a bit of cloth and shoving them in her bag one by one,
okay.
like using the edge of her cloak to pick them up.
Was your Eldritch Blaster another
Hmm.
big one, or was it a small one?
Well, I'm
The-
going for the bigger ones. Andy's going for the smaller ones.
Picking up, even with the edge of your cloth, you realize that the positive energy is actually able to suffuse through the cloak and silk, and still manages to hit your body. Which thankfully you took some damage from cutting yourself, so you actually restore 8. So you lost 13 but restored 8. As for
Okay.
Llewellyn,
Yes, I
you
do
can
have-
have.
Yeah, you could use that to do it.
As for Llewellyn, 2 100 gold pieces worth of diamonds are on the floor. Do you pick them up?
I use Mage Hand to pick them up,
Okay.
or my book to pick them up.
Sure. Mage Hand will do the job. Doesn't seem to suffuse into any magical animated hand. And then you drop them into the bag.
But I'm now picturing that it did, and then you just have the ability to healing slap someone later.
Be great.
It does appear to only spread onto living things. Okay, so that's 2 onto there. And I'll put another one on Andy's sheet.
I mean, if we charged Karius up, then he would literally be lightning.
Shut up.
With all of these blasts going off, a couple of you begin to hear something, a chime, or yeah, it sounds like a chime or two emanating from further into the cave. And then you turn around to start to see there's an image being reflected on these diamonds.
Is it time?
The image seems almost angelic. You see a pair of white wings. Then you see a arm being drawing something that like a sword of pure white diamond. And as it approaches, you start to see the image less blurred and much sharper. The wings are not feathered. They are sharp points like these geodes you see here in front of you. the head is not humanoid, but rather this kind of angular, triangular prism. And the rest of the joints seem to be like bits of diamond that are sort of jointed together to form limbs. And as it approaches,
Oh my
there is
god.
a blinding bright light that emanates from this creature. And when it actually approaches, the reflection, as I mentioned, being shown off the diamonds, it's almost like this thing kind of exits out of a diamond as it approaches. And you see its wings sort of stretch out, and as it does, again, it reflects more light into the room, blinding quite a lot of you if you have to avert your gaze. But it has a weapon drawn, and it sees all of you. And that chiming sound again is kind of heard, but I believe
Kesh'an, talk to it.
only Kesh'an would understand what it's saying.
Okay.
Yeah, so it asks, let me see. So it says in this kind of almost angelic chiming sound, Mem Lamed, Nun Sameth. And you hear this
Lam,
one.
lam, lam. Lam, 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 lam. Kesh'an will respond. We're the casters. We're adventurers here. We've been granted permission into into this realm for helping the Crystal Dragon, who's actually in a lot more danger than he's anticipating. There's a darker creature here. We're just here to save a friend. We've been granted passage.
It looks at you with a discerning eye, and the light in the room does begin to slowly dim to a level that you can actually see this creature more clearly. And it still holds its sword out, but kind of addresses you, Kesh'an. It says, Shin Tao.
Lam, 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 lam. Yes, he granted us safety through here. He seemed to be guarding this place.
Aflamed Mem Deleth.
Lam, 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 lam. It seems each vault has its own guardian, but there's a corruption of sorts.
It turns to you and gestures behind it as if it was talking about that vault in particular.
Oh, this one. Lam, lam.
It says, Zaid Aleph Shefain Upshar.
Lam, 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 lam. No, your world seems high of purity. Once again, we don't mean to intrude. We're only here to gather resources to be able to save our friend. This is of the kindness of the people here who we have helped. We apologize that you aren't informed. We shall CC you in our next email chain.
Yeah.
We apologize for any inconvenience this may have caused.
Please hold.
Well done. Kath Bethrez. And it seems to turn its head slowly, and it begins to hover away with its wings. It doesn't actually flap them. It seems almost as if there's this resonance that pushes itself off the ground. And it just slowly wanders back deeper into the cave. It turns its head towards you, Kesh'an, before going out of sight.
I'll approach. Psych. I stand, and
Couple of the goblins come over.
I'll just nod my head to it as it begins to step away. Oh, I get. Is it gesturing to follow? I'm now being carried over.
Doesn't seem to gesture, but at the very least, it seems to look behind as if to wonder whether you are following or not.
Well, he can't follow.
Just like
The
fucking get me
goblins have
over
got you.
there.
The goblins have got you under each arm, so you're like this.
I will actually. I'll ask to be carried to. It looks almost like a cavern opening that it's gone into.
That's exactly it. You see a brighter light even from beyond this, and a swirling pattern, some sort of arcane sigil perhaps, that's just sort of spinning around what looks to be a gigantic crystal, way bigger than any you've even seen down here, bigger than the one in the ruby chamber. And all around it are these floating platforms, each with crystals sort of jutting out of it. In here, there are so many little specks of diamond dust sort of maybe hovering in the air that it almost gives the appearance of a starlit sky. And I'll drag you on to that map whilst the others are perhaps finishing off the last couple of rolls.
I just zoomed out. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Blam blam. Nice place you got. So yeah, Kesh'an will say it isn't the only reason that I've come here. You are right. It's a personal journey that one has taken before, and I'm merely following in their footsteps.
It looks down at you with these sharpened glints, these chips of diamond, and says, Zaid Kafrez Mem Zenva.
There are so many. Do you know of a man named Ladorvu?
Val Sameth Yod Lodovu.
I just realized the messages that you're sending me are only to me, so that's cool.
Yeah. To us, it just looks like
Oh,
Chris
that's
says
true.
something weird, and then you just go,
Oh, that's so funny.
It looks like you're talking to yourself.
I do. His footsteps are the ones that I'm following. Did you meet him, or did he meet you?
See the creature nod. There's he Aleph. He mem
I am Lenovo.
Yodra Chef Beth Sameth en Tulamed.
This is what I also seek. I seek for the Diamond Soul.
She gestures again behind her and says, He kaf thez tharal salef shinvarai, and says this with a very kind of regal and almost announcing tone. Oh, that's the wrong one. She said, here, hold on. Here we go. Okay. anyone who wants to follow Kesh'an in, by the way, can just drag their token to the back. And you'll see where Kesh'an actually ended up.
Like, I want to know, but also I don't think any of us would do it because this is Kesh'an's pilgrimage, and we respect that.
Certainly. Yeah.
I don't know. Andi, are you gonna sneak follow, or are you gonna?
I mean, I wouldn't have a bloody clue what they're talking about, so.
Oh,
Alright, I guess we're gonna wait and collect the last of the gems.
You
Okay.
got this, buddy.
No worries. And then in that case, whilst I'm talking to Cam, roll me one more set of either Eldritch Blast or Thieves' Tools. Shit.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Vault of the Profound Treasure.
Yes. She begins continually talking. Ikafthes Tharasaleth Shinvare.
And Kesh'an will point beyond. Is that the profound treasure?
She nods and says, Vumem kaf as ala falig, vucheth sameth nanthes tharel salef shinvare. And yeah.
Aleph. Oh, so somebody quickly write this down. I'm gonna just
Sure
do
thing.
that.
Oates chethun iod celeste pulse kamed sarafi gainayed thes thralsafeth shinvare.
Is it only you? Oh, never mind.
Tilts its head for a moment, as if perhaps not quite understanding your question.
Are you the last of the children of light?
You see, out of the reflections nearby, like almost encased in the diamond, you see several of these creatures step out. One of them is wielding two diamonds that they almost look like crossbows or some sort of hand mechanism, but they're holding them like they were guns. They just step out, and there's two lights blinking at the end of them. Another one to your left emerges, and it's almost like the entire diamond uproots itself from the ground, steps forward, and then looks at you. And even way off in the distance, you see there is indeed another one of these angelic beings. This one seems to have a crystalline bow in hand. There are geometric diamonds sort of floating around their head like a halo. And there's a swirling of energy surrounding them that seems to match that of this field of energy surrounding this gigantic crystal. And they sort of gesture to the rest of them.
Well, I'm glad to see that your kind still thrive and guard well.
There's Thralsalef Shinvare, Nun Bi Kafet, Nun Gimlied.
This is not something that I wish to unlearn. This is my path. The only thing that I ask is, am I worthy?
Aineth thez Shinmem Lamed, Neun. Aineth Chain Sameth Kufres Nest. Are you ready?
Kesh'an will turn his head back towards his friends and will then look forward, take a deep breath, and slowly nod.
Okay.
Step
So what-
forward.
Yeah, you can if you like.
I cannot.
You see, this creature seems to hover down next to you. The goblins aren't able to fly, but as she takes your hand, this angelic crystalline being begins to help you float across the chamber, devoid of gravity, towards this massive monument, this divine icon, this blinding bright gem.
I can imagine
And-
Kesh'an's eyes, like the pupils are just huge at this point.
Well, they'd be tiny because light has to enter. If
No,
they're
but
huge,
it's-
you're going to be.
But it's when a cat looks at something it really wants.
Okay. And we'll pause as you guys are just beginning to sort of envelop in the light as we go back to the others who. Let's see, did you finish 24 on the Eldritch Snipe? Good. And what did we get on the last these tools?
Oh, you said
Oh.
all thieves' tools. I didn't realize
Well,
you
I'm-
wanted us to do.
Two of you can work on diamonds separately at the same time, if you wanted, and that is depending on what kind of diamond size you're going for. You going for like little,
Yes.
smaller ones?
Yeah, I mean, I'm still doing kind of like the smaller ones.
Okay then. In that case, that's both successes, and you can gain another 2 100 gold piece diamonds. So I'll drag them both onto your sheets.
Are we not doing bigger ones then? Or are we still doing
We don't
small?
need any more bigger ones, I don't
Okay.
think. James has been doing the math.
James has been doing the math.
He's done the math.
Sweet.
He's on it. There's one there, and there's
Stop,
one there.
Chad.
He was after 300 gold piece ones, but he's after large ones. Anyway,
I've got some large
There you
ones though, haven't I?
you've got a huge one.
Wow.
You've got
1,000 piece ones, and the rest are in 100 or 50 gold pieces.
right.
That's what we got so far.
You've got 6 100 piece ones, 150 gold piece one, 1,000 gold piece. I don't remember getting two.
Because there was the big one that we used to charge Elias, and then there was the other big one at the same time.
Which we used on Kesh'an.
Did you use it on him?
We did.
Oh, we
didn't
never did. We never
was
did that.
bad.
Okay, Kesh'an, you need to roll 8d10.
Yeah,
That was yeah. That's
Well,
how
no,
much
because
you
I
would heal.
used the Elias one on Kesh'an because I knew how much was in there. Because we wanted to see whether it healed his legs.
Oh, you used Elias on him. So we have a charged 1,000 gold piece diamond as well as a non-charged one then.
Yeah.
Okay. Because they used
Okay.
Elias to heal
Yeah,
Kesh'an,
because I
which
used
is
the mage hand to move the other one.
yeah, that was it. Yeah.
Alrighty.
Elias got to heal even though he's no longer a character.
Oh,
I
Wait, so
thought that
what?
was a nice touch.
Yeah,
I'm still rolling the 8d10.
Yes, you are.
that's amazing.
Okay. Meanwhile,
That's perfect.
Battle
That's
Rage
what
is
I was
on.
aiming for.
46. You heal for 46. That doesn't overheal you, does it?
No, by one. By one.
Wow.
It put me to 111 and I got 112.
Okay.
Wow, that's
Oh.
perfect.
It's a good job I gave you that extra hit.
Yep. Yeah.
Alright.
That's perfect.
Good to know. Alright, let's see if Moton breaks free from this.
Just imagine it's like step forward and claim the Diamond Soul.
Okay. Meanwhile, shattering of stone and gems that Moton is freed, rushing forward, try and get towards the dragon. Meanwhile, we get another blast from the pyrite. Is that 3 again? Not gonna do shit. That's the blinding beam. Yeah, needs to roll a con save. Yeah, succeeds. Gets right up to the dragon.
Send you one.
Gonna smash face. It's at this point the dragon can no longer hold Moton back. He's going to disengage and fly away. One more round of that and he would die, and he's not willing to die for this. Dragon swoops back to his nest. Moton cleaves his way through and is free from the grasp of this strange cubic creature. Meanwhile, another contestant enters the fray.
The contestant?
Yep.
Oh,
We're all coming in now.
we got the diamonds first though, so Llewellyn wins. Sorry.
You did manage to get the diamonds in time, though. As you have just perhaps salvaged the last one, you see a raging minotaur bull rush into the diamond chamber, shattering them as he goes. And yeah, you guys are in the thick of it. I'm gonna say
Hang on a second. If he rushes in and shatters a bunch of these diamonds, do they not collide with him?
That's true. They're all charged, you said.
I want a dexterity saving throw from this dude. There ain't no way something that huge is not getting hit by them.
He does bull rush in,
Yeah.
practically like a bull in a china shop right here.
He doesn't know they're charged.
He hasn't really done much to interact with them. Let's see.
No, he has.
So there is not really a he's immune to all damage, right?
Yeah, but this isn't damage. This is
It isn't.
unraveling.
It isn't. I'll tell you what, let's roll a D100.
65, that's a lot.
Okay, he steps on a large one, which is 4d10. We'll see what that does. Oh, crap.
Oh.
Not how to do it.
Ah.
4d10.
I realised that wasn't a health roll.
No, that's to see what kind of diamond he steps on. It's a pretty big one.
Still 20.
Yep. As he steps onto it, you see this kind of blast of light. Huh? What was that? Ugh. He kind of shakes it off for a moment, and then he starts kind of retching. And he just pukes up onto the floor almost immediately in front of him. My insides. And he seems to like rub his eyes.
Can I cast
What the
darkness
hell?
on him?
What was that?
Can I cast darkness on him while he's busy retching?
Yes, you can.
I will. So then he may potentially walk into more diamonds. This is how we're playing this now. It's called the Stay Away from the Minotaur game.
So, mechanically, something has happened to him.
Yes.
Points for those who can figure out, without that popping up, what it actually was. Okay, the darkness goes on him, but in this realm, we'll see how much longer that lasts. As for everyone else, what are you doing as this Minotaur just barges into this room? You can see Vishtar is following up behind as well. You've got a turn.
That was my turn. Darkness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've each got a turn.
We did. To be fair, we got 1,000 gold piece diamond you could unload on him.
Yeah, but do I?
What else do you need the charge for?
I guess. All right. I mean, I can see through the magical darkness, so I could yeet it at him.
Well,
It's currently being held by Mage Hand, so...
Just Mage Hand
Yeah,
it and touch
yeah,
it.
you don't want to.
Yeah, we'll do it. Go on. I'm
lose
just
the
gonna mage hand smash him in the face with it.
Let's do it.
Okay, roll 8d10. This is the huge one. It is positively charged to the brink of overflowing with positive energy. And it instead flows right into his face. That's 5
53.
levels.
These are
Okay.
levels of are these levels of exhaustion?
Yes, they
Oh,
are.
And he already had one. That's 6.
oh,
He has 2 from that. Every 10 HP over your HP you've gained is a level of exhaustion, because what is radiance except basically actual radiation?
Yeah.
And there is a spell in this game called Sickening Radiance,
Yeah.
which does radiant damage and
And
gives
gives
you
you-
level of exhaustion.
we
And that's
just
effectively
unravel
what
him.
happens here.
That's
We
7
just
levels.
do
it.
But rather than actually kind of exhausting you, that's not quite the right word. Radiation basically kills all the cells in your body and means your body just falls apart. They can no longer continue to regenerate. And so it's not quite disintegration, but you just see his body basically beginning to shut down. The puke on the floor is one thing, but then his arms seem to fall limp to his side. The mountain cracker, which is his maul, just clangs onto the ground. And with that, by the way, that flash of light, it does dispel the darkness instantly, because that was a huge diamond. So you get to see in full effect what happens to him. His horns kind of like droop slightly as his body begins to sag, and then you start to see strips of him, one by one, seem to be unmade, like he's literally being pulled by a thread and being pulled and unraveled. And you see his body just sort of slowly vanish from head to the shoulders, all the way down his chest, and he just tries to roar, but it's the most gargled, raspy breath. It's actually kind of unnerving to hear that last pained cry. Just
We finally put him down the final hole, but the hole was within him the whole time.
I mage hand the diamond back to myself. Patch it.
He did. He took holy
Oh,
damage.
he didn't take any damage, and that was the point. This guy was invincible and immune to damage. The only thing that could have killed him is more healing, and you did just that. You overloaded his body with positive energy, and there's this one last final puff of almost sparkling like dust that just sort of emanates from him.
Well, I
As
like to.
perhaps, yeah.
I like to think that Saladin, Salazar, Salamander, whatever he's called,
That
just
was the yeah.
realizes that he's just lost his Minotaur somewhere, wherever he is.
I'm gonna go over. Can I? How heavy is his maul? Is that still around?
Yeah, it's pretty damn heavy. You could put it into
Yeah,
the bag.
I know.
of
I don't
holding.
want it for myself, but I'm like, Karius would like this. I want to make sure I take it for Karius.
Sure. It's on your sheet. It does over encumber you.
Can I not put it in the bag of holding?
You can, yeah. We'll say it's in there for now.
You can see me like I lay the bag of holding, I get Andi to hold it open, and I stand on the other side and I like push it in.
Nice.
Right. You claim the mountain cracker for your own. Just as Vishtar flies in. Well, I heard a lot of roaring and something else. Not so much a roar, but a pained cry. It sounded like someone had kicked him in the balls or something.
Oh yeah, I killed the Minotaur by myself, just one punch. That was it. That's all it took.
Killed? I don't see a body anywhere. Are you telling Porky's, Llewellyn?
No, ask anyone who was in this room.
Yeah, he kind of just unraveled.
Oh.
I am all powerful.
He starts to flap his wings, making sure not to touch anything in here. Don't mind me. I'm just going to squeak by. Did you get all the diamonds that you were come for?
Yeah, I won the race.
Oh. My dear Llewellyn, I didn't come here for diamonds. Out of my way, demon. He pushes Lokshun aside.
No.
I would like to stop him.
Oh,
Yeah.
Chris.
Here we are.
Chris.
There is no pushing
No, if he
Lokshun.
starts towards that tunnel, we're not letting him pass. Don't be stupid.
Kesh'an's
Well-
in there. But then Lokshun doesn't care about that. I don't think Lokshun would ever step down to a devil.
You
Would he?
better,
Would
well,
Lokshun?
you'd better roll me a strength saving throw or something then, because he is physically shoving you aside.
Yeah, I think yeah. Would he back down to a devil? A demon?
Okay.
Would a demon do that? I don't think he
It
would.
depends on how he views us. Are we his friends? Is Kesh'an his friend?
No, for Lokshun, the devils and demons just hate each other.
Yeah, no, but also Lokshun's been traveling with us for a while and has been accepted by our group.
Yeah, there's probably
Okay.
that as well. But like personally, would he back down to a devil? Probably not.
You're actually able to stop him for a moment, but he doesn't waste any time and begins to fly around
You're
you.
telling me
one
none
side.
of these monks can stunning strike him?
He's flying. He's
Yeah,
flying in
nice.
where
He's
he's
got,
That's
he's got a
Lokshun.
point.
Lokshun's flying.
Yeah, I know. That's why he's the only reason it's stopping him.
This is the showdown that we've been waiting for.
We've got a multi-attack here. I can easily shove you aside even further, but go ahead, roll it again.
Roll it again. Please
Yep,
pass.
gotta
Come
be
on.
a 20.
Come on. Please pass.
There we
Ah!
Lokshun is shoved
No.
aside, and Vishtar begins to fly into the chamber where Kesh'an is. Excuse me, demon. And yeah, he doesn't seem to show any interest in these diamonds whatsoever. And oh boy,
Direction. Spits in his direction.
you spit in his direction. Don't you dare! Don't spit on a pit.
Spits on a pit.
Okay. Kesh'an, as you're hovering, you're just about to reach out to this celestial light. You can feel the energy embracing you as you draw closer to it. Your whole field of vision is brightened, and just as you're about to make contact with it, suddenly you hear the flapping of wings and the stench of sulfur enter into this chamber. And the two goblins around nearby just turn around and go, "Oh, wait, you're not invited." "Oh, but I'll invite myself. Don't worry about that." "Oh, it looks rather pretty in here. Greetings."
Can you take me to the other page? Oh, no.
Yes. Let's
yeah.
take everyone one. Well, once everyone's dragged their token on, because I think you're probably going to follow them through. Unless you want to stand here. That's up to you. But yeah, please drag your token to the top of the map. As you are probably entering in.
It's not letting them.
I did momentarily. There's a lot going on right now.
No, it's literally not letting me do anything.
Ah, there we go.
Oh, there we go.
Don't mind me. I'm simply here for. Oh, I see you've got guardians of some description. Let me grab a couple of other people and chuck them in. There we go. Let's grab all the tokens. Is that everyone? It looks like everyone. Okay, cool. So everyone in this chamber sees the gigantic crystal, the one of blinding light. Kesh'an is hand in hand with this angelic crystal being and is but moments away from kind of reaching out and touching it. Around you, there's a couple of more of these crystalline creatures, not ones with wings, but they do seem to have like armaments or weapons of some description. They look like guardians as well. Vishtar has begun to fly up some 20 feet into the air.
Yeah, okay,
And
we need to stop him.
Yeah.
And I
Pew, pew,
think
pew.
let's have everyone roll initiative. because I know how this goes, and get back there, Lucian.
I was literally 5 feet behind him. I
He
was
shoved
already
you
in the
aside.
room. I know.
He
And
shoved you aside.
you followed.
Is there any point in me actually rolling? Because I
Yes.
okay.
Yes. Yes, there is.
Damn.
Fucking hell.
Wow. This is
Oh, that actually rolled mine as well.
I might have clicked roll all. Well, that speds things up. Okay. All right. So this is going to be a little bit of a mess. Before you do anything, I'm just going to drag your tokens away from here. Okay. The creature, the angelic creature, turns around. Its eyes turn to sharp, frowning diamonds and just look towards you, Kesh'an. And the light sort of dims from your vision. You kind of snap out of this euphoric state. And it says, Goof, Karath, Nare, Fiend. Basically saying, is that fiend with you? Who is that?
By the looks of it, not anymore.
Vishtar looks and says, What? What do you mean not anymore? I've not got in your way. I've only helped you. Remember I defeated those slithers for you?
Then state your intentions.
I simply wish to admire the crystal. Like you are, Kesh'an.
Then you can keep your distance.
Distance? Please. At least let me touch it. Just feel its light.
No.
I've heard all about this. This is why I came here, Kesh'an. You wouldn't deny me the end of my journey, would you?
Would you deny Levellans?
Of course not. Llewellyn is welcome to take as many diamonds as you like. Never had interest in them.
And I can't allow you to have this one.
Don't make this difficult, Kesh'an. We can all share in it. Look at the size of it.
I turn to the crystalline. The child of light.
It seems furious. And it says, Angelarium! And it summons more of these crystalline beings. And it says, this fiend must die. Its presence is an affront to God here. And they draw weapons. They immediately start to defeat what looks to be to them a mortal enemy. And Vishal's like, ugh, rolls his eyes. This is why I hate Celestials. They just don't seem to know reason. They can't even talk it out. Andi, it's your go. What would you like to do?
Yeah, as he's doing his monologue, she's got her bow out as he's doing this, and he's shot him right in the back.
Nice.
And she's just like, you know what? Fuck this. Let's just get this over with.
Okay.
It's like, all we've done is fighting, 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 fighting. So may as well just carry on just fighting.
I don't want to fight anyone.
Yay!
That's a hit.
Nice.
And of course, she'll get the sneak attack for that.
No, she won't.
Theory.
You don't have advantage and no allies within 5 feet.
I have no allies around me. I've got Eirina
You need an
right
ally
behind
next to him. An ally has to be within 5 feet of the creature you're hitting.
Okay.
me. Okay.
And it's
fine.
20 feet in the air, sadly.
Do I have any? Okay, I'm gonna psychic blades it then.
That'll do it.
Blades.
That'll work.
Where is it?
That'll do some damage.
Wouldn't that also be double due to the crit?
Yeah, Psychic Blade is on hit, correct? When you hit a creature. So, when you crit, all damage dice is doubled.
So that's going to be 10d6.
Yeah, she's already rolled 5d6.
Oh, did you already roll the full amount? Okay, cool.
Ah.
You're good then.
Yeah, she didn't roll 10, she rolled 5.
Oh. No, you double all
No,
dice.
she'd already rolled it when you guys told her that it was a crit and she should have rolled double the amount. So she hasn't rolled double the amount, she's just rolled the normal amount.
So I'm saying roll another 5d6.
Eight.
Yeah, alright. Okay, and make sure you target the creature so I can do this a little easier next time.
It's 34 damage from the psychic blades.
Ouch.
46 altogether. 46 altogether.
That's just a normal bow, isn't it? Yeah, cool. I'm gonna give him back 6. So the arrow doesn't quite sink into his flesh as you'd hoped, but there definitely is a powerful psychic resonance that affects his mind. And at that point, it seems all the friendly demeanor drops. See a flaming pair of eyes turn around and shoot in your direction, Andy, as well as the maul in his hand that just brightens to this crimson red. Anything else?
And flips the bird at
Andy? Anything else? Like move or?
I guess you.
No.
Okay. All right then. In that case, at the end of your turn, it's gonna take a legendary action. Why not? It's been a while since I used a pit lord. That's a natural enemy. Ah, yeah, you're not within 20 feet, are you? Okay. With its eyes suddenly burning red, and you see the maul kind of again crimson. It's this presence around its body that seems to stink like sulfur, and its flesh begins to crack. You see molten dripping between them. He is immediately activating his fearful presence. So any creature that starts its turn within 20 feet of it will make a wisdom save, but we'll get to that at the start of your turns. I'm just going to get rid of Elias in this turn order. And Karius. And Egbert. There we go.
Egbert.
I don't know what happened to Egbert there. Sorry. Okay, alright. What was I doing? Oh, that's right, legendary action. Yeah, fuck it. We'll throw a fireball at the group. It just conjures up a huge ball of fire and hurls it straight towards everyone.
Well, shit.
Am I rolling for all of these goblins on there?
Did it just pop up for every goblin?
Yeah.
Then sure, just roll through them. These poor gobbos.
Well, I'll call out because they're all monks. Evasion.
Yeah. Look at them all. Gobbo Stonecutter, Gobbo Mage, Gobbo Fighter, Gobbo Tank, Gobbo Cleric. Forgot there were so many of them. Okay.
Wow.
He
Tell me,
can't
Darren.
save from all of our stuns.
Bloody hell, that was a high fireball too. 40? What the shit? That's a really high roll for a fireball. Yep, seems all of his hatred is poured into this one. And I don't know if damage went through. Because everyone rolled yet? Has everyone clicked the thing on the... Yeah?
I didn't take any damage though. However, I should
Oh,
get
no.
full to begin with anyway. Because
Yeah.
reasons.
I don't know why damage didn't go through. Alright, but basically, anyone who got below... What's it spell? DC 20. Fuck me. Everyone who got below 20 takes 40 fire damage. anyone who got above 20 or above takes 20.
And I'll let you do the because I don't know which
Yeah,
is
let's
which.
go. I'm really annoyed damage didn't go through. What the fuck? That would have made automation so much easier. Okay. I
All
don't know what
those
Andy's
dice
done.
rolls literally broke Foundry again, so I'm having to restart Google again.
Oh
Okay, I'm
no.
definitely not concentrating on that anymore.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get rid of that. Okay. Did you get a concentration check come up, Lokshin?
I did, but I'm not invisible right now. So
Okay. Alright.
I just cancelled it anyway. So
Okay, what did Llewellyn get? 20. You take 20. Zybits took 40. Oh no! Oh wait, he's got resistance, thank god. Okay. I was gonna say Zybits would be dead right now if it wasn't for his natural resistance to fire. Hardened by it. He takes 20, so does Steel. They're both looking rough though. They do not want to be caught in another one of those blasts, for sure. I'm gonna make this really easy and just say the goblins rush back down the tunnel. I don't want them on here, and I know why it didn't do automation because they're all player characters, annoyingly.
all the
They're
goblins,
already-
or
Yep, all of them, apart from Yuck Mug.
what about the two that carried Kesh'an in who were like right up front?
They're running.
Cowards!
They're not like supremely high, powerful level characters like you are. They're just
And-
monks.
And they fought the Minotaur for a long time.
Yeah. I'd prefer
Yeah,
they left.
They spent all their key spamming Stunning Strike just to prevent
yeah.
him from fighting.
Yeah, if they got no key, then they're not useful. Get out of the way.
They basically take the blast. Some of their evasion keeps them alive, and any of these stragglers who are like burnt, they just drag and try to pull away out of the blast. Those poor guys. I think the same goes for Steel and Zybits on their turn, because I assure you they're probably going to fail their save. Yep, that's a fail. That's a fail as well. So even if the monks were in fighting condition, they would be frightened, and you see both of the Chrismals panic and rush back down the corridor.
That makes sense.
The frightful presence is quite intimidating. They'll take Yugmug as well with them, and Raheem. Okay, all right, let's get down to business. It is.
It increased so much.
It did, didn't it? Steel runs for the hills. A Crystal Defender, however, is very much popping out of this crystal. Yep, there's another one hidden right here. Jumps out, and as you see them emerge from the crystal, they sort of effortlessly hover up into the air on unseen wings. This one draws out a radiant spear and tries to swing it at the devil. Missing. And missing. Sad times. You see this blinding light, like swooshing and swooshing, but it doesn't seem to connect, as Vishtar already brings around his maul to meet it. The Crystal Sentry is also going to have to hover up. Let's see. Where am I going? You can hover. Oh, I should roll the wisdom saves for him. 1 second. They're immune to frightened. Who cares? I just looked at the stat block. The Celestial Guardians do not fear any demon or fiend. They simply hover back up to the top. And this one goes for a Radiant Eruption. Still no hit.
Kidding me.
This one, just one big slam, tries to bring all of its energy down towards it, releasing that radiant and positive energy, but it doesn't seem to hit him. Vishtar is one armored foe. Okay, that's your little allies here. Oh, wait, you've got Crystal Angel is still holding you, Kesh'an. and sort of begins to sort of hover and look for an angle to maybe shoot at this thing. And he's going to fire a guiding bolt from back here. And even that whiffs and goes awry. And you just sort of see it erupt in radiant flame and dissipate and disperse. This demonic presence cannot be tolerated. It is Vishtar's go.
Oof.
Oh boy. Gonna provoke 2 attacks of opportunity. Doesn't care about these. Finally a hit goes through though. Yep. Piercing and radiant damage. Ah! Stings for sure on a devil. And the other one goes for a big slam. Whiffs again. This thing is quite slow by the looks. Okay. Vishtar gets out of their range and begins to hover straight towards the crystal. Flying up to it, however, he's met with some resistance. This energy field seems to suddenly pulse and brighten to an alarming brightness. I'm going to have to roll a charisma save for him. See if he can get through. Fortunately,
Oh, that's what we want to see. That's what we want to see.
I've got +7 now. Okay, he is suddenly repelled. What the? Of course there's magical protections. Of course. Fine. Who do I have to kill to drop this thing? And he looks around. His burning eyes seem to meet with the angelic creature next to you, Kesh'an, the one that's holding you aloft. You. This time, he brings around a mace.
Sentinel.
And he's gonna go for... Okay, yeah, you can go ahead and make your attack.
He's close enough. I don't have to move.
No, yeah, go for it.
Oh, what?
That's a hit.
Stunning strike.
You're gonna stun him? Oh my god. Let me get one attack off, please.
Alright,
Hold on. Thank you. Okay. Slam. This heavy mace cracks the angel, cracking it in places. And I'm going to roll a con save for the Pit Fiend. You'll have to do better than that, I'm afraid, Kesh'an.
T2. I don't think there's actually a way that
I'd have to roll an out 1, I think. Even then, that's like
1 or a 2? No,
The
one,
minimum I roll
it
is
has to be a 1. He has to be a 1. There's no other way.
As you punch him, you feel your fist sort of singe slightly on his molten, cracked skin. He just looks down at you. Yes, I'm afraid that won't work on my kind. Where was I? Oh, yes. And just claws at the angel in front of him. Oh, misses. You notice as the claw scrapes down, these creatures are hardened diamond. Their AC is through the wazoo, but like it's actually utterly ridiculous. They're made of diamond, for God's sake. That misses as well. And then a tail comes around, whips them. That hits, though. 23 bludgeoning. Okay. The angel was looking fairly battered, but is still holding you aloft. It's almost like there's protective shield around them. Okay, Velen, it's your go.
Okay, someone is going to have to roll for me because I can't open my sheet without Foundry crashing. I've tried it 5 times. Keeps crashing, I've had to restart. So if someone can roll me, please, 3 Eldritch Blasts, and I would like to pull him back 10 feet towards me.
Okay.
I'll sort you out.
Thank you very much.
Spellbook, Eldritch Sniper.
I was going to say, give something James to do.
Oh, okay. You can do it next time then. James was up from his seat anyway.
Second hits. Okay, so one of those hits.
Yeah, and I just need to pull him 10 feet away. There we go.
Sure.
And then I would like to hide myself behind one of the pointy crystals using my movement.
Yeah, you can take some cover behind there.
Can I bring Andi with me? Because I'm
Yeah,
only getting half my movement.
Sure.
Thank you.
At the end of your turn, I'm going to make another legendary action. But you just pulled me away, so that's a real bummer. I was going to slam some angel. One got 10-foot reach. 5, 10. Tail, maybe? 10-foot reach. Why is it all 10-foot reach? Oh, damn. Okay. He's just trying to, like, swing forward at the angel as you're pulling him back. Oh. Turns around towards you, Llewellyn. It's like that, is it?
I thought we were friends.
Time for friends has ended. In fact, actually, did you... Not that it matters much, but did you roll a wisdom save at the start of your turn? I forget.
Well,
We gotta do
20
that.
feet.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. He did move.
Yeah, I've got 120 feet on my Eldritch Blast. I don't need to be that
Yeah,
close
you're
to
well
him.
out of range. No problem. Okay. Alright, in that case... I don't know what to do then. I'm not bugging him up here.
Are you
I
able
wanted
to do monk weapon staff attacks if you just point the zippity yip and extend it at them?
I mean,
I thought that
he could also throw the chakram.
was that. I just like the idea of just pointing the zippity yip and just extending it in their faces.
Point and click.
Alright.
We not just tell the little monks to go and grab a bunch of diamonds and yeet them at this guy, and it could just unravel him.
Okay, he swings wildly and out of control and doesn't get anything done on that legendary action. Kesh'an, it's your go.
Okay, so I'm gonna run toward.
You can't run.
And
That was it. Yeah.
there you go. There was a joke.
The best you can do is have the angel kind of rotate you around.
I mean,
So there is fine, yeah.
I can actually hit him from here.
I should have saved my turn to hit you after. Oh well, yeah, go for it. You are just in range. You've got, yeah, you have to use your 10-foot reach weapons, but yes.
Yeah.
Oh, hit him.
Yeah.
Some slappy whacks definitely get some damage in. The spike chain with sickle it's not magical, is it?
The spike chain with the sickle. I'm pretty sure it is.
Can we get that from like
Oh,
a
it was.
chain devil or something?
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Serves.
Could have been.
No, we got it in the mountains, the Freezy Mountains, with the some are up there. Of Weeping Mountains.
Yeah, I thought as much. Okay, this sadly is not a magical weapon. I'm gonna give him back some health.
But
All
it
right.
counts as a monk weapon, right? Don't all monk weapons count as magical? Or is that just unarmed?
Yeah, that is true. Yes. You can actually also do the damage type of 40. What are you up to now? 3d4?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you could instead do 3d4 instead of 1d8. But those are pretty good rolls anyway. To be honest.
Yeah.
Okay, alright. I'm going to add the extra 12 back. Yep, magical monk weapons, doing it. It's infused with ki and it snaps at the end of the chain as it whacks him in the face.
That's it.
Sean! Didn't know you had it in you.
It's just angry glare.
Okay. The Bismuth Aquila. All the way at the back here.
The what?
the Bismuth Aquila. That's her name. Or her type anyway, her creature type.
She's so
She's a little bit far
beautiful.
away. Too much. She
Bye,
will
Jamie.
call upon her allies, and she simply says, in Celestial, Beth Gimel, Val Zane Cheth, and you see out of the crystals more of the crystal guardians come to bear. And so I'll roll them onto initiative in a second, and they'll act on the next turn. Okay, so let's grab this one. This one comes out of the back crystal. This huge, kind of almost insectoid-like creature has two huge mandibles that kind of outstretch over its head. And another one from the side here. This one is the Crystal Warrior. This one starts to appear at the tip of this crystal. It's almost like they're tree striding, but they're crystal striding. Okay, it's Lokshun's go.
Lokshun has fuck all but get in and stab. So he is going to get in and stab. I'll go up.
Funny
Yep.
turn into his Oni form?
He's already in his Oni form.
Oh, he's already in.
He has been for a while.
Oh, well then in that case.
Oh yeah. I thought he'd been in his Oni form this whole time, since everybody figured him out.
No.
Which is
No,
why
Oh,
I thought he turned back to make traveling easier, hence why you're smaller.
That's fine. Either way, you can get up to him.
Yeah.
17 hits. Ow.
And again,
Oh,
Oh.
let's go.
I should be on 80 health.
So loud.
Ah, man. Yeah, it is. Isn't it? The hell? Did you turn that up?
No.
Okay. This. How do you strike with the glaive? What does this crit look like?
He's just angry. This is a devil. He just shoved him aside, fireballed him, so he's just like straight like flying, piercing with the glaive into the gut, and then twists and pushes it in deeper.
Ooh. As that blade runs him through, you see him begin to cough out this molten blood out of his mouth. Just spills over him.
I believe we have a score to settle.
You. Ah. And while I hate angels, devils are meant to kill your kind. You're meant to be crushed beneath our boot.
I'll just whisper to the crystalline angel, that one is with us.
They turn and they say, again in kind of angelic speech, Eod Kathlemed, saying, all who are unpure must die. Even that demon.
Uh-oh. Not that I know this, but uh-oh.
Yep. I'm afraid. Lokshun in because you said he was in Oni form. Yeah, he's very, very much under the target of these things. I'm gonna go to the top of the round, Andi.
Wow, I don't really have a lot left.
It's coughing up
because
blood
we've
though.
not had a rest.
I know.
Every little helps.
I'm just gonna go at another arrow, but I'm not gonna use the doodad again. Is it gonna crash if I open the sheet?
You can see why it should.
Okay, so far so good.
I don't know why it would.
How do you target?
It might just be the graphical side.
gonna do masses, but
It'll do something, hopefully.
something.
Wow, you
Nice.
again? What's happening? Stop with the crits.
Use the thing.
Wow.
I've
Wow.
only got one bardic inspiration left though.
With 10d6
With it.
more
I mean,
damage.
Fine.
Do it.
And she's pretty much got
it.
bugger all after this. So
It's a crit. This
It's
is
all
going to
good.
double the damage. I'm sorry,
You-
but it's worth
You got
it.
this. You got this.
Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it?
And
You've done fucking incredible so far.
Two of
And-
these.
Another 22. Or, yeah, roll another 5d6.
Yeah, click it. Just click it again. We'll do that.
Even
And-
better!
33.
33.
Wait for it. It gets even better. There's an enemy within 5 feet of the
Oh,
devil.
sneak attack!
Attack.
Double
Fantastic.
Get
And
it!
it's crit.
Fantastic.
Mundane weapons!
Double sneak!
And it's a crit, yeah.
Where is my sneak?
It'll be under your features.
Let's go.
Not the
What is
biggest of sneak attacks, but it's still something.
And
You
again,
know,
It's
a
good.
little help.
And again.
And again.
Yeah,
Oh
still
god.
crit.
Yeah.
Yep, yep.
There you
Nice.
go.
And on
God.
top of that, oh, I wish.
40,
No.
40, 50 damage. 50 damage.
Nice, right.
Wow.
Yeah. So, how
With
does,
a bloody bow of all things.
Just one arrow! Just one arrow!
it's a tiny little arrow, but it seems to pack a punch. What is Vishtar experiencing inside his mind as these psychic blades tear his mental?
You know
Take-
what I kind of see? She is basically fueled with frustration and rage at the amount of fighting they've had to do down here. So it's almost like in his brain is just metal music turned up way too loud. So it's just like constant angry man screaming. Almost, if you will, at a decibel so loud it would probably pierce your eardrums.
Oh,
Slipknot
nice.
to the max.
Yeah.
Yo, I feel called out here.
Yeah. He like winces in agony and it's like, what is this? And plucks the tiny arrow out of his head. Throws it away with disgust. Like, he turns around. He's looking very heavily injured after that. Blood's like trickling down his ears and nose and eyes. Looks like a mess right now. God, I did not expect those. All right.
Love it.
Ooh. Anything else?
No,
Say
she's
no.
just gonna hide back behind the crystal, like, well, I can't do that again.
Okay.
She just looks suddenly very kind of like, it's just,
Do you feel better now?
I feel better now.
That's what's important.
Truly amazing.
Okay, that's impressive. The crystal guardians begin to mobilize. One of them gets to about here, and the two in the phalanx in the front are still trying to take on the devil in hand to hand. But it's hard to say it. Luxian, just as you're delivering that nasty blow, something clips you upside the back. And a burning radiant fire erupts on your hind. You see, one of these crystal angels has attacked you, I'm afraid, and you are now glowing as well.
It's the meaning of this.
Your kind must be banished, it says in, again, Celestial.
Why is this one saying mlem, lem, 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 lem?
Blem, blem. You and your blem, blems. Keeps missing with that big slam. Oh, well. Alright. The angels go. Could fly you closer if you wanted, Kesh'an.
Yeah, give me a range.
Right up there.
Yeah.
Just holding you like by your like where the
Let
cats are
me
held.
at him. Let me at him.
Okay. Sure, why not? Actually, no, that's pointless. After seeing his constitution, I don't think these would try to do that. It's going to go for its own radiant eruption instead. Misses. Just not having any luck. Ishtar is parrying and blocking away every radiant hit it possibly can. Okay. Got my legendary action. That's alright. I'll double up on my next go. Okay. Which one of you wants to die? Yes. How about all of you around me? Burn! Burn with the hellfires of Mephistophelius.
Mephistophelius.
He is going to create a wall of fire that surrounds him as like a circle. So effectively, I don't know it's a line there, but we want a circular template.
Save, is it?
It is a deck save, yeah.
I failed.
Okay, you're taking 29 fire damage. And Kesh'an, can you also roll me a deck save as well, please?
Evasion.
Of course. And also, this fire blocks line of sight as well. It is completely obscuring the fight. Okay. 29, so half of that's 15. And what did you get, Kesh'an? You saved and didn't take anything. Cool. All right, that is. And we could call that the legendary save. Legendary action, rather. And then start swinging afterwards. Yeah, screw it. We'll do that. This angel is his target. Wants to break the barrier and get through. Gonna go all out on her.
Sentinel.
You get Sentinel. Did I just break the temporary hit points? I did. Oh no, she's got 3 left. What did you get there?
I
18?
missed. Yeah.
Just barely missed. Is like clangs onto his shoulder guard.
Does that count with flanking as well?
Well, that's true. You are flanking.
Oh.
You can go. Yeah, go ahead. Make that.
Okay.
It's the damage.
21.
21. How much of that is fire?
D6. So 1
1
point. Oh, sorry, 4. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong die.
So it's 17 damage. All right. Nice. Okay, get another slice of. Ugh, more blood sprays across this crystal realm. With the. You see, with the temporary hit points of this Diamond Guardian broken, there's a crack over their wings, which does lower their AC quite significantly, which would make that claw attack hit for 17 slashing. And then where do we get to? Claw, mace. Yeah, mace comes swinging around, trying to shatter them. No, naturally one.
Good boy.
That was the big hit as well. Curse you! Curse you all! And then the tail tries to strangle. What is this? I hate this realm. It's far too bright. Can't even see what I'm doing. Ugh, that's an awful round for him. The villain, it's your go, but you can't see him. You know he's in there, obviously, but if you wanted to try and attack, it would be disadvantaged.
Okay. Sorry, my thingy crashed and it's just loading.
Okay.
Okay.
Need radiance. It's coarse, rough, gets everywhere.
So, sorry, remind me, why can't I see him?
He's surrounded by a wall of fire.
Okay. But if I stood underneath, could I see him?
Yeah. Means coming out of your little cover, but yeah, you could do it.
Cool. Let's see. How close do I have to get see underneath him, in theory.
I'm going to say to at least here, at the edge.
Yeah, I can make it there.
Uh-huh.
So I'm going to move myself there. And as I'm running, I'm patting down, looking for my book, and I pull out a scroll, and I'm casting Thunderous Smite. Oh no, I can't do that because it's a I have to make a melee attack. He's too high up, isn't he?
Yeah.
In which case, I'm just gonna fire off my Eldritch Blasts, and drag him down within everybody's reach.
All right. Yeah, he'd come.
Or is that taking him out of your reach, Kesh'an?
I
Yeah,
don't.
it would.
Oh.
You become if he gets dragged directly down, then yeah.
Do you want me to leave him where he is?
Yeah.
All right. I'm just gonna fire off my Eldritch Blasts at him then.
Go ahead.
Sorry, thank you.
So number 1. Misses. Number 2.
Come on. No.
I was rolling so well. What's going on?
Your luck finally.
Hey!
I had to speak.
How many hits have I hit on him? Jamie, how many did you hit him with?
This will be the second one.
Okay.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure.
And then I hit him before as well because I dragged him forward as well. So this is his 3rd hit at least.
I think he's immune.
To fire.
He is immune to fire.
Because my fire strikes haven't been doing anything.
Correct. Yeah.
I won't bother rolling then. There's no point.
No,
fair enough.
You can't ignite a devil's soul. It's already on fire.
Yeah, we got that. All right.
And is that your go?
Yes.
Okay. The end of your go. I just realized, Kesh'an, you didn't make a wisdom save as well. Forgot to do that for last turn as well. But
Wisdom
yeah, do make a wisdom save. It's frightful presence. Should have put you under a fear effect.
25.
Okay, yeah.
Let's
Right.
go.
Never mind. That's fine. We'll take that as what you rolled for earlier, and you're immune to its fear for 24 hours. So it's all Gucci. Yeah, it would have not mattered in the slightest.
You forgot it's a pussy.
Hey,
What?
shut up! It swings its mace towards you. You duck it, and it hits the angel, which was actually his intended target. And she cracks and begins to shatter into pieces. She is still alive, but like very badly injured. And I don't know if she can hold you much longer here. It's your go.
Okay, I'm gonna go all out. Yeah.
You'd better make it count, Kesh'an, because that angel's dead next turn. Next chance I get.
Oof.
Flurry of
Yeah,
blows,
these-
baby.
Easy
Don't
taking
burn
out-
in the fire. I'm going to turn to ashes in the end. Ah!
Oh,
Still have 69 HP left. Nice. Shit.
he's cracked again, sliced. You see him bleeding out of multiple wounds. Ugh.
Oh, can I get a dex check? I think dex check.
Really? You're going to do this?
Well, I made 2 attacks, so if he passes that.
No chance.
Bear
I'm
with.
staying
sorry.
right here.
Fuck, what one is it? Open hand technique? Yeah, that's the one.
Mhm.
So it says, whenever you hit a creature with one of the attacks granted by your flurry of blows, you can impose one of the following effects. Does that mean 1 each? Yeah, cool.
One of the following.
But it says when you hit one of the attacks granted by your flurry of blows, does that mean each of your attacks are?
So for each flurry of blow attack that successfully hits, I'd say that you can impose one of the effects for each one. In theory.
Yeah, it says whenever you hit with one of your attacks. Yeah.
In that case,
You,
I'm gonna.
you can
that,
have
I'm
to
gonna.
hit with multiple, right? So
I'm going to risk another one then.
another deck save.
Yeah.
Okay.
It fails and is not prone. And we're
I'm gonna use a legendary
floating.
resistance.
No!
Yeah.
Why would you
We
do
haven't
that?
seen
I
those
mean,
yet.
that's alright.
But I'm afraid his eyes flare up. No! I just want to touch the shiny. What is wrong with you all? You're not even killing me. Do you not know how even fiends work? Ugh. It's such a hassle. Okay. The business Aquila again. Calling out, summoning more. Actually, you know what? Screw this. She's gonna take a range attack. Seeing the devil on its last legs. Gonna
Do
steal
it.
kill.
He's on last legs. Let's go, guys.
Ooh.
Oh man. That hits. Ooh. He's still going unbelievable. There is this bow that sort of extends and brightens, and she leans back, pulling the bowstring all the way as far as she can, and then lets go, and this diamond-tipped arrow flies over and arcs through the battle, and strikes him square in the forehead and erupts in radiant light, blinding and bursting around him. The devil is completely dazzled by this effect and looks like he will probably fall any moment. Unfortunately for Luke Shun, I've got another friend for you. In a similar fashion, that's exactly the same sort of styled attack is fired at Luke Shun, except this time, like these giant, like shoulder-mounted cannons just fire these radiant bursts towards you.
Devil.
Luke Shun, it hits.
I rolled a 21 though.
He did somehow. Oh my god. You're not blinded,
With a +4. Holy shit.
but you are severely scorched by the radiant damage. And then this creature
okay.
kind of lands onto the platform afterwards. Ow. We are nearly at the bottom of the round. We've got a marksman. He takes a pot shot of Vishtar with his quick. He's going to fire a guiding bolt out of the end of the. That flies past Luxun. Your go.
Luxun looks around. People around? Kesh'an, Levelin. Like, Kesh'an, Levelin. I apologize, but my life is not worth this cause. And he is going to flee.
That is fair.
That is fair.
No hard feelings, buddy. You run.
Yeah.
You're disengaging.
Yeah, disengage. And run.
Okay.
Out of there. Back to the whatever it is.
Back to the diamond cave before it.
The diamond cave. Oh, I also healed just in case the 10 HP.
I'm gonna pull you to that scene real quick.
You have friends waiting. You are mugged.
Could you imagine? Oh, that would be such a dick move. No, what you see is as you enter into that room. Let me just drag. I'm dragging the wrong thing.
Oh, there it was. There's the doorway.
Fuck. There it is. Cool, got it. As you enter into this room, you can see it on your screen. What do you want to describe to your friends? Do you run through here?
A shiny golden ticket to freedom. Is that a bard in there? Sorry, is that a bard in there?
There is indeed a swirling golden light, and through it, like a window into another world, you see Chadnir standing atop a gambling table with cards and gold strewn everywhere, and he seems to be playing on the harp, trying to summon you guys, and he's actually like singing. Well, who would he be summoning? I guess who would he make this deal with? I guess you'd say like Karius or someone, but or Llewellyn. No, Llewellyn's here. Never mind.
Eirina.
He'd be singing Karius, oh Karius, I summon thee to the other realm. Karius?
Yes.
Well, you're not Karius. Who are you?
I mean, technically, my statue of Karius is there.
Oh my god, what happened to Karius? Oh, and who? It's a demon. Oh, get back! Shall I close the portal?
Hello, friend of Kesh'an.
Friend?
You know what friends are, right?
Yes, I know who their friend is. I'm their friend. I was told to pick him up right, like now. I'm a little overdue because
He just points.
he kind of like leans out through the portal, and then his eyes go wide. Oh, by time or his knickers, that's a lot of diamonds. Well, if your friends are a little bit preoccupied, I'm just gonna... And he starts like shoveling diamonds through the portal, like just throwing them in.
You arsehole. You arsehole. Oh.
No! Wait, is Chad gonna unravel?
Oh, well.
Is Chad gonna unravel?
No, we already know Chad is too
Skelly
powerful.
Skelly Chad, get in here and pick up these diamonds. There's some freaky magic about this.
Okay.
There we go.
I ain't touching this. Oh my god. Yeah, so that's what's happening over there.
Skelly Chad starts healing and forms into an exact replica of Chad. No longer Skelly Chad, but real Chad too.
I'm a real Chad.
That's a fair point. If you cast regeneration on Skelly Chad, would...
Right, let's finish this fight.
yeah, go on, yeah.
Let's get back to this. Top of the round, Andy. You gonna crit a third time in a row? Huh?
Gonna try,
Yeah.
but I haven't got really
You won't.
anything else.
It grows, you have to read.
You
Yeah,
got
I'm gonna have
this.
to reopen the page again. Hold on.
You'll have to move up to him and then get a better look. Look, shoot, popping his head up. You
It's a watch.
can't
That's
don't watch us.
Oh god, no.
Nice.
Still
Big
a pretty
hit.
good hit. Oh my god. Succeed in the
If
con
there's
save.
anyone- I mean, Kesh'an's close up to him, so I could get the sneak in this time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good.
Sneaky, sneaky features.
Stinky, stinky.
And I probably will have to go to bed in a minute.
Yeah. No problem. God.
You're really consistent at rolling 3 for your sneak attack. It's 3 times and you got a 3 every time.
Little tiny chip. He's still holding on. I mean, it'd be even more healthier if he hadn't actually taken a few hits from the slivers. That carried over. But he's still standing somehow. But alright, you'd have had to move underneath it, by the way, to get those shots, but yeah. You could probably move back if you wanted
Yeah, I
anyway.
was gonna say she can use her bonus action to dash. Get back to
Yeah,
her
it doesn't
hiding
make much
place.
difference. Did I hear?
Oh, you did. Yeah, 14 points of damage.
Oh, you're standing. I can't believe this. He's still going. These warriors chase after you, Kesh'an. Yeah, they do.
To be fair, I
Keep forgetting
was
my keep
distance
forgetting my
away.
legendary action.
I'm 15
God's
feet
sake.
up.
Sorry, so at the end of Andy's go, I'm going to take that legendary action right now. Also, I just realized, Kesh'an, you ended your turn in the wall of fire.
That's fine. I'm going to fight through the pain.
Angel. So did all of these creatures, in fact.
I'm gonna fight through the pain, really.
Mm-hmm.
Take some of that. 25 fire. Boom. 25 fire to this one as well. And 25 fire to this guy. 5 fire to him. Okay. Legendary action is just going to take a big old swing with the mace toward the angel, who's looking about to shatter.
Sentinel.
Sentinel it up. You've got to hit pretty hard. Oh my god, if it wasn't fire immunity, this would be over.
It's only 1 fire damage.
So 16.
It is. Trust me, that 1 fire damage makes all the difference.
Wow.
He's on 1
You're
HP.
joking.
Nope.
He's on
The
1
angel-
HP.
The crystal
Stunning
angel.
strike. Stunning
shatters
strike.
pieces.
Stunning strike.
Stunning strike? Okay, I mean. I've got legendary saves here. Throw it out anyway. Yeah,
Oh,
no
fuck
chance.
it. Worth a try.
I'm afraid, Kesh'an, as the angel
Hello.
shatters, you're left sort of falling adrift and away from Vishtar. And he is about to go for the main crystal. But this was his legendary action, so let's not get ahead of ourselves here. We actually have the sentry who's standing behind him. I swear to God, if this hits, it's gonna be so stupid.
Come on. Come on.
Come on.
Oh my God! Why are you cheering for this guy? What is no? Oh, he's got disadvantage because he can't see him. I'm gonna roll that again.
No, he's in the fire.
Oh, what?
He's in the
He was,
fire.
he was in the fire. So
Can't see him. You can't really see him. There's this wall of fire in the way.
yeah,
It's-
no, he's
it's-
in it, so he can see it
Yeah,
because he's in it.
He's in
Yeah,
it, so he'd just be able to go
he's-
through it.
Yeah, he's not behind it. He's in it.
He just took the
Oh,
damage for it.
Okay. Well, this probably finishes him then. In that case, the eruption of radiant energy shoots through him like a spear. In fact, it looks like it was just light, but as the light begins to dim down, you see that he's actually impaled with a crystal shard the size of a lance. He looks down at it. Blood dribbles down, sizzles on the diamond as he's reaching out towards it. He tries to flap his wings to get momentum away, and the crystal sentry just lifts him up, and just he's like struggling, wings unable to get any momentum away from him. Kesh'an, you've made a terrible mistake. Ugh. Llewellyn will be hearing about this. You're only making his life a misery. You know that.
Return to the ashes from whence you came.
You just spin away. Vishtar reaches again out to the barrier, and once more another pulse of light shoots out from it. And instead of being sent backwards, he's vaporized, with the rest of his body being still impaled on that crystalline lance. His huge mace sort of hovers there for a moment before it begins to rend and rust, and it too kind of crumples up like a paper and burns away in a crisp. And Vishtar is no more of this realm. That's certainly for sure. The crystal angel that was holding you is just floating away into pieces. And that is going to end combat. Right on the dot as well, if anything. Crazy. The wall of fire also sputters out. And a new angel comes to fly by and pick you up. Yes, this one in almost much more regal appearance and armor with that halo of diamonds I mentioned earlier. I'll find you some art for them because they are something else.
I've zoomed in on the token for those on the stream.
Oh yeah, okay.
It has like
Awesome.
it has like a crystal bow.
That's right. That was the one they kind of launched from the far end of this
Yeah,
chamber.
Looks pretty cool.
But they seem to grab a hold of you before you spin out into orbit. And as they touch you, you also begin to feel a radiant healing within your injured body. I'm just going to heal you for a quick 2d8 plus 3.
over
Yeah, you just heal for like a nice 10.
Thank you.
They seem to regard you and nod. Then they turn back to where that other demon came forth. And the others do charge in after them, but Lokshun, you're already gone, right? Through the portal.
Yeah, he would have gone on as soon
he
as he
would've.
got his next turn.
Absolutely.
And then that'd be another heal up to 38. So he could probably take another hit if it came to it anyway.
Sure thing.
If Chad would allow it.
If Chad...
He probably
Chad's just a little bit... Chad's very much distracted at the moment with what's going on.
Ah,
Yeah, he-
yes, off a random text in some language that none of us speak.
He'd probably to Chad. He'd probably just be
Alright.
like, "Your tip is on the floor."
There you go. That's better. That's the full art.
Yeah, it's the one.
Right.
Oh,
Nice.
that's a
That's really cool.
that's a bow in front of him. I thought that was a keyboard, like a really high tech keyboard.
Yo,
Because
we
I
just got saved by DJ Sona.
like
Shout
the
out to Star Soul Art.
I couldn't see the string and the back part of it in the token, so I thought this first bit of the ball was just like a high tech keyboard.
Got a great imagination. Yeah. So the crystal angel looks down at you, Kesh'an, and again sort of speaks. Ah, Ladorvu. Valsameth Ladorvu. Saying sort of, I heard you speak about Ladorvu, basically.
Lamb, 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 lamb. Yes, I'm following in his steps. I thank you very much for stepping in and helping us deal with the demon. And I'm sorry for your fallen brothers and sisters.
She looks around, regards them for a moment, and you see the glittering kind of shards that have shattered begin to sort of pull together and form into like a pile of diamonds. And as they sort of hold them there in her clutch for a moment, she picks one out and then hands it to you.
Take it.
She nods, and this one's it's a pretty large diamond. It looks like maybe it would have been the hand that was like holding you aloft. I'm just going to drag that onto your
Shit.
sheet as well. Yeah, this one's worth 300 gold.
That ain't going nowhere.
And she looks around and says, Ladorvu, Safiod, Gimildeleth Valsain. And she sort of gestures like in the distance. And let me just whisper you what the hell she just said.
Master time and space. Is that what this treasure is?
Turns back and shakes her head. And she repeats the sort of same history as before.
Mm.
The one she said, the other one mentioned to you and said, Hikuf thes Tara Salef Shinvaro. You're basically tells you what this is, but then saying that basically he left afterwards.
Okay. The journey continues.
She nods. And then she begins to sort of resonate with all the others, and their crystalline voices kind of come into one union. And as there's this sort of almost singing, it sounds more like a chant, like practiced and recited. And they say this: Aleph Beth Gimel, Deleth Ki Valzain, Cheth Es Ayod.
He will be one with the land, Lord of wind and the sea and the sands, the one, the bringer of life.
Continues. Mem nun sameth ein pe sede kuf res shintao.
We are the first to know and to understand, living by the law of the ages, prophets and sages of the forged utopia.
And then lastly, they sort of finish this chant. Elef kaf lemed nun smeth zain val zaid shin.
We shall live forever and cast out those less divine. Gods we will be, rulers of the sea, in his grand design. Mm.
And with that, you're pulled towards the crystal. And the energy field does nothing to push you away. And then she kind of leaves you floating there for a moment and steps aside. But you're within arm's reach. What do you do?
Kesh'an will once again take a deep breath. And as he begins to outstretch an arm towards it, he will turn back this time and look towards his friends.
Elias is still like
Yeah.
tiny, but
Still in spirit.
Yeah, you've just got us kind of like, I imagine Andy's just peeking out from behind the crystal, being like,
Chad is still scooping up diamonds in the distance.
And
Skelly
Dave, he'll give a smile, turn back with an affirmative nod, and place his hand on the crystal.
Okay.
Denied.
Explodes.
The immediate feeling of being every wound on your body instantly effectively heals, vanishes away. You're fully healed and some. Not that this matters much, but you gain 112 temporary hit points. The energy is so overflowing that it almost coalesces around you, like forming into that of like a shield. The energy is not just healing you, but filling your mind, and then that overflows. So your body, your mind, what else can contain this much positive energy but your soul? And as that strikes your soul, flashing images burst out from you. And not just you experience these flashing images, but also Eirina, who is standing not too far away. We'll start with Eirina's actual flash, because this one is of not the same thing as Kesh'an. It seems as though this world that you're seeing before you is devoid of light. The crystals around you are but jagged stone shards with patterns etched into them. The gigantic crystal in front of you that has been called over and over again the profound treasure is instead this culmination of jagged stones that have kind of merged together and is floating there as if some sort of gravity has pulled them in. And you recognize this sight, this image. You saw this when you was in the earth plane and you slept, and you were starting to see like dreams of the Shadowfell, or what you imagined to be. Candlewick sort of took you on a sort of a tour of this scene, and you remember this cavern being so huge it had its own atmosphere with clouds. Whatever this was, you felt a gravity pulling towards it, as if it's kind of sucking in all the light. Not just material things, but even energy. And that just sort of flashes before you for a briefest of moments. For Kesh'an, however, it can be more of the opposite. All of these crystals seem to glow in unison. And in each reflection, you see a flashing image of the trials and challenges that you've overcome to get here. The first layer, managing to talk your way through the Dao's terrible slave system, and being able to sort of trick them and also put on quite a performance as well at the same time. And then moving into the second level, we had to heave gigantic rolling stone doors out of the way. And then you delved into that kind of rotating puzzle where you encountered those bandits. All of these flashing images are just the journey that you've taken here. And each step seems to be... It feels like each step is like a touchstone of some sort of energy or power that's almost waiting to be connected in a chain of events. Like each one is like a gate and amongst a long series of pilgrimage. And I won't go listing every single trial, but sure enough, you felt your mind being tested, your strength, your will, your agility, everything that
My patience.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely, your patience, 100%. And each time you feel that the stone almost touches upon that soul and empowers it and emboldens it and reminds you that you took this challenge under your wing. Your friends were there at every turn and helped you along the way. And each time you're feeling that, you're gaining proficiency in that saving throw. So you can tick all of your saving throws off right now. You're proficient in strength, in constitution, intelligence, wisdom. Your body being half petrified right now, you're definitely proficient in There's that. It probably hits onto that part, the fourth region, which was the one with if you made a wrong turn, you're back to the beginning. Those Medusas that tried to petrify you. And even in this region where you nearly got turned to crystal, those moments flash before you, and as they do, you feel your legs lighter. The crystal around them that was threatening to turn you is then shattered away. And yeah, you're no longer restrained, that's for sure.
Yes.
Get rid of that nonsense.
So do your legs. Just shatter. Gone.
You know, for a briefest of moments, it does feel like your soul is crystallized, but rather than take away, it's more empowering. It's like your soul has hardened from the pressures of these challenges, much like how crystals and gemstones are formed under the pressure of mountains, under the weight of the earth, and forged into precious treasures. But you didn't necessarily come here for just material wealth. You came here for a different treasure. And much like what these angels were sort of describing with how Ladorvu came here, he wasn't seeking riches. He was seeking an inner truth. And when he touched the crystal, he found an illumination, a change in self-awareness. This treasure is more like a reminder of the journey that you've overcome. This was just all a journey. And now perhaps even a turning point where a hero encompasses a change. What that change is, that's totally up to you. What you feel is appropriate for Kesh'an. But that's the sensation you get when you come into contact with this. It's sort of a change in self, an emboldening of your ambitions, a reminder of your strengths and of your allies, just everything. all these material wealth, that's just surface. The profound treasure is just this. And that's why they said this change cannot be taken away. And it cannot be unlearned. Everything you've experienced here is what has made you. And Kesh'an, you level up.
Yeah.
Congrats on level 14.
Level 14.
So, who hasn't leveled yet?
Yeah.
This
Oh,
guy.
man.
Shut up, you're
Oh,
dead.
Yeah. Um, Fantastic. Well, I know we're looking at the time and it's pretty much there, but do we want to jump through the portal as we're on the way out?
The last final moment.
Yeah, really quick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we're collecting all your crystals, all your diamonds. Anything you
I'll say
want to
my
do is
thank yous and
Yeah.
everything.
you just sort of see an orbit of crystals and warriors surround you as you're heading on out. They seem to form into that like of a guard lining up, escorting maybe a person of importance. There's a couple of others I didn't use, but you can have a little gander at their tokens.
Hey, that one looks
Glad you
cool.
sided with the angels
Oh, fuck.
and not the devil. That would have been bad.
It didn't work. The portal is a fake.
Get into the right portal then. Drag you in. Yeah, back in you go.
Hey, you know what I can do with these diamonds? Gamble them. Go into a casino.
I'm about to go into a full round of attacks on Llewellyn's body in a minute.
What?
You heard.
Wake up!
I'm just stood there
No.
like, use me?
Oh, yeah.
See if I can gather you all up. So Chad, as you come back into this realm, this cave. Yeah, Chad is absolutely there. Like, oh, there you guys are. I was waiting for you. I just thought I'd, pick some bits up whilst you're waiting. This
Yeah, be
gate won't.
careful with those. Let's go.
Yeah, this gate isn't supposed to be open for this long. Skelly Chad, you holding good? And he's just like rattling bones, and he's clearly just holding it together. Okay, I think that's the sign we should get going. Did you enjoy your trip? Everyone's still alive?
Yep.
Are we missing? Hold on, quick count of heads. He's like counting heads as you're going through. Like 1, 2, 3. Karius? We're missing
That's right,
Karius?
I've got them, and I hold them both up as a pass through.
He pats them on the head.
Oh wait, we have to go back for Raheem's statue.
Oh god.
Oh, fuck. I'll 600 feet sprint, probably further now. I don't even know if I get more feet.
And I
Yeah.
can't remember. Are the monks coming with us?
Yes, they all jump through.
Sweet.
Like how we're staying in this place.
What about the little crystallines?
They are as well. Everyone who was in the party before is coming with you now.
Yep.
Except for Vishtar, of course. Let me drag you back to Chad's old casino.
Yeah, Kesh'an, your movement goes up by another 5 feet.
Yeah!
Oh, that's all he cares about. Like, screw the wisdom save.
Did we save Lost to Earth? Because we know the two big ones died, but Lost to Earth didn't want to get involved in the sliver fight.
That is true. Lost to Earth is somehow with you. I'll bring him on in a minute. You're right, though. Well remembered.
Well, the other two died, even though we tried to get them to safety.
Okay. Should be down here. Yeah, those guys, yeah. I had it coming.
I'm going to turn Luxurian back into, like, a peaceful form. He's no longer, like,
As you jump through the portal, you all end up landing face first into a pile of gold. Some of you are, like, literally Scrooge McDuck swimming around in it.
How I thought my day was going to end. Just sort of shuffle to get out of the pile.
And there's
And
little
he's probably
welcome.
like throwing the coins like this is the best day of my life.
Yeah.
Hey, that's my stuff. But looks like you've picked up your own treasures. Hey, what? There's a crystal warrior in here. Get back in the portal. You're not supposed to be in here. One of them made it through somehow. Accidentally copied their token. You, back in the realm. There we go. Phew. Alright, is that everyone? I'm closing the portal. Last chance.
Right. I've got Karius and I've got Elias. We've got Raheem.
Yeah, Raheem is somewhere in there.
Young mug.
I've got my legs.
There's Raheem. Oh no, yeah.
So we only
I'll take
need 100 gold less.
That's true, actually.
There is
yeah.
a little small welcome party for you. Everyone, Opal. And you see Opal like waving.
Oh.
We all just sort of like go over and like, yeah!
She laughs and embraces your hugs and then sees that there's some petrified and is like, it's a good job I did come and turn up. Chad said there might be need of some greater restoration. Just in case.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
So I prepared the spell and I guess line up. Who do we do first here?
I just hold up the two little statuettes and I set
Okay,
them down
cool.
on the floor.
Let's get you fellas sorted out first. Opal has greater restoration. She's a druid, so you see, as she takes the diamond dust that you provided, she sprinkles it into a little urn of water, swirls it around, and then pours it over the stone miniature, and out pops. Well, I'd say like it washes away the stone, almost like it turns it back to mud. And Karius, welcome back to the land of the living.
Is he still really small though?
Yeah, Karius is forever tiny.
Yeah, you are. You're placed back on the table.
Well,
And then after that,
It's greater restoration. It's gonna make you back to normal slowly.
yeah, just give it a couple of seconds.
Alright.
Yuck Mug says. Oh wait, he's petrified as well. Yeah, after about 30 seconds, Karius, you do pop into full size. 'Cause you got petrified just before you guys were turning back to normal. So it kind of froze the timer.
Right. Wait, where am I? Oh,
You're
Okay.
I guess
We did it.
We did it. Cool. How did you deal with the Minotaur in the end?
I punched it in the face and he exploded. I have a gift for you. And I open the bag of holding and I'll pull out the wall.
Oh yeah.
Sorry for getting you petrified. Here you go.
Is Karius strong enough to wield them all?
You tell me. It's on your character sheet now. It's pretty heavy. It's a two-handed weapon, of course. It's a martial weapon.
I'm proficient. Because I'm proficient in all martial weapons. Because
Yeah, then you can use it. Yeah. Pretty chunky.
Okay, let's. So.
I'll summon a few test dummies for you. You can look. These guys in the corner. These are just suits of armor. Go for it.
I actually think my Geocloud might be stronger.
Possibly.
Is my Geocloud stronger?
Well, if you don't want it.
No,
Yeah. Next.
the Mountain Crack does a bit more damage, but I would assume because this is one of your new weapons, Chris, I assume it's going to have some of those additional properties as well. Like
It
some
does.
of the
It has a stagger property.
Oh,
So
nice.
as Elias comes back, he's just like, I think it's that one. Wait, what?
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Hello.
The one that
that's-
you were pointing to was the wrong one.
That's what I was trying to say. That one is wrong.
Yes, sure.
Also, out of character. Because Elias stored a lot of energy in him at one point, by chance does he level up? Upon coming back?
Oh, poor Elias.
He
He didn't get his level
he
up.
doesn't really have the story point like the rest of us, I guess.
No, but I don't think he's sticking around anyway.
Well, maybe. What if his level up is using because you've got resurrection, right?
Well, I will when I level up.
Ah,
Which is why I'm
Well,
pointing out that I stored a lot of energy inside my little tiny form for a period of time.
We'll come back to Elias. I don't want to just say off the cuff that you level up yet. Come back
did
to Elias.
He did a whole journey.
I know he did. He deserves a level up. Don't get me wrong. I just want to put it into a story where it makes more sense. Yeah.
He'll be training with
Um,
Chad a little bit as well.
Yeah, that's it. Then Raheem is unpetrified, and Yakmug shortly after Opal and Chad is working together to spend all the dust that you guys have. Some of those aren't dusted, but it's easy enough to do.
Well,
Because Chad has shatter, and he'll just shatter them into pieces and then use the dust. Raheem is in the motion of running, and so as he's unpetrified, he kind of just runs into Chad. It's like, oh goodness, oh, your dad is trying to come on to me a little bit here. I was doing no such thing. Please, where am I? Wait, this isn't the Earth plane.
no, we apparently got out of that.
Where's my? Ah, there you are. He looks at you, Andi, and after an exhausted moment or two, he smiles and holds out his arms as if to hug. Let's never go back there again.
Yeah.
She's kind of looking at him like, you could have done a little bit more to help, you know.
Yeah, that's a damsel in distress. Like, honestly,
Yes.
the number of times he went missing, got kidnapped.
It's like,
was
like I was babysitting my own father.
You are my heroine. You came to this plane of existence, saved me, pulled me from death many a time. You deserve this, my darling. Here, have a treasure, worthy of such heroism. And he pulls out the ring that he was the ring that he was holding onto, and hands it to you.
She
And
kind of
why
looks
not?
at it, and she looks at him and she's like, I don't want a ring. I just wanted my father back.
Oh, he tears up. He like grips the ring in his hand and just hugs you. I wanted nothing more than to see you again, and I wish I had just forgot about the diamonds entirely.
Yeah, well, maybe you might learn to rein it in a little bit now. Diamonds are great and all, but they're just shiny rocks.
Well, they saved my life at least once, but I think they got me into more trouble the second time round.
Okay. I hate to ruin the reunion, but we have a deadline to keep, and we're very, very close to losing it. So can we
let's go
go help Eirina?
Yeah, let's.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Eirina? You mean Llewellyn, right?
We'll.
We've been over this. All right, you weren't here. Everyone got really confused in the mazes. They all think I'm Eirina. Can you believe that?
And as soon as she turns her back, Karius just does the classic cuckoo, cuckoo, sort of hanging point.
Okay. You whiz off back to the magnificent mansion as lickety split head down the gallery of memories and all the way to the back, where you still see a Snug has been watching over a unconscious, or rather dead, Llewellyn. His body is still intact. It hasn't rotted away or anything. It looks just the same the day you left it.
So, I've got a question for you, Llewellyn. If you're Llewellyn, who's that?
Do I see myself or do I see Llewellyn?
Roll an intelligence saving throw, because I think your mind is reeling and trying to figure things out, piecing them together, or does it break apart? It's breaking and doesn't seem to compute that this is Llewellyn. It seems like
Can I
in your mind
bless on
it
him
must
to
be
boost
Eirina.
him?
but you're sort of hallucinating and having to hold your head, and it's very visible to everyone that something is clearly wrong. And Chad is just like, do you have any more of that diamond dust? Because I think she needs a little bit of medical
I
attention.
think her brain is broken.
We do have a little extra that
Yeah, we didn't need
was going to be used on me,
Yep.
but you can use that if you know what's wrong with her.
Yeah, this has actually happened to a couple of our party members of the Ivory Order once or twice. It's not a problem. We used to have this senile old wizard. We had to cast modify memory all the time. Poor little Antwist. Okay, yeah, let me just shatter some more of that and turn it into dust. Okay. Now, I believe madness can be cured with greater restoration.
Great
if I'm not-
restoration.
Yeah, you told me the only thing that could help me was greater restoration.
That's correct. So he goes, all right, a little bit of warm up the fingers, and he plays this beautiful tune on the harp that as the notes flow through your mind, they tap into notes of your real memories, and they seem to place them back into not a discordant melody anymore, but one that's smooth, one that flows, and everything rearranges into what it should have been. The whole time you've been following an echo, and you've been trapped in your own mind, or trapped in the mind of Llewellyn. There's an imposter syndrome that kind of shifts and turns around. But in that moment, you also see a flashing image of a gigantic cube. And in that cube's reflection, there is another cube, and it creates like an endless pattern as you look down at like one of those mirror mazes. And as you look down it suddenly all snaps back into place, and there's just a singular cube. And as that snaps, your mind is hit with a sudden realization that you are Eirina and Llewellyn is dead on the table in front of you.
When this is all over, I need a drink.
Yeah. Yeah.
Welcome back,
My
Eirina.
brain hurts.
Hello.
Right. Can we? Right. Let's fix
Technically,
Llewellyn
I'm
now.
aware.
I would like to point out that the last Snurg is Time Traveler Snurg, and he's wearing the red vest, and his like arm and leg
No.
is disappearing because he's the last one.
I'm the last Snurg. You must heal Llewellyn quickly. Please. It's not much time.
So he's Marty McSnurg.
Why are we still here?
Wait.
Just to suffer?
Open the bag of holding, and I'll pull out the relevant huge diamonds.
Oh, let's go.
Do it.
Do it.
Chad is the one to perhaps do the honors then? Or,
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
I think he's the only one who's got the spell.
All right.
I'm going to have the spell, but you didn't
Let's
level me
warm up
up.
my hands, and I really hate to say this, but I used my spell on Gate, so I can't use Resurrection today. Maybe tomorrow. I'm just kidding.
I'm getting ready to lose my
Yeah.
shit.
Literally, the moment he says that, Karius is just like, I still have chain lightning.
All right, okay. All right, let's warm up. Grabs the diamond, rolls it together, blows on it. Okay. Does anyone want to say any words? Or,
Kill the damn wizard!
Llewellyn,
That's it.
wake the fuck up!
Yeah, in a similar fashion to how you did it, Eirina, he just grabs the crystal and slams it on top of Llewellyn's forehead. As it does, the diamond shatters into every single particle of dust, and this glittering explosion of confetti rains down around him. It's in true Chad fashion. It's got to be as camp as possible, just raining glitter around him, and yeah, it gets into your sinuses and everywhere, Llewellyn. You seriously want to sneeze. That's the first thing you hear out of Llewellyn. Like this steel body that's just like this. And just...
Sean, poke him. I've seen zombies do this before. Let's just check.
Kesh'an's like welling up, and he's just going to sprint forward and dummy tackle Llewellyn.
Don't make me hurt you.
Yeah! You're back!
I would like to say everything hurts, but I seem to have taken a bunch of meteors and survived
You're
No,
back!
you've been
unscathed.
you've been dead for a while. We fixed you.
Well, I know I died. I got visited, but I mean, like, physically.
Oh, that was Elias here. He stitched you back together, skin-wise.
Ah,
This is Elias, by the way.
okay.
Elias, Llewellyn, Elias. He was your replacement whilst we went to the Earth plane to get diamonds.
Ah, you went without me.
Yeah,
Actually, technically, you came with us in a really weird way.
yeah. For a while, Eirina thought she was you.
Don't know whether to take that as a compliment.
I'd be worried because I may have.
I missed you.
murdered
I
people.
missed you too, Eirina, while in the void.
You know, my only regret over that entire journey, I didn't get to shoot Zalazil with lightning.
He may turn up.
Oh, if
These
he
people have a habit of turning up.
If he does, I'm just gonna. I think I might just dedicate. If he doesn't, I think I might just dedicate my life to finding out how to summon him, just so I can hit him with a full power, somehow more powerful lightning spell than I can already do.
Surprisingly, dying makes you reconsider things. Did anything notable happen while I was gone? 10 days is a lot.
There's a lot to go through.
Yeah, 10 days is a long time for us.
I may have released something that wants to consume the sun.
I finished my quest of the Diamond Soul.
Yeah, Kesh'an finished a step on his pilgrimage.
And also...
Andi now has a pet snake, and, you know, this is her dad.
Yep.
Oh. Congratulations. Points at Karius. Bad Karius.
It was for the greater good overall. We might not have been able to revive if it wasn't for that, because we may have wasted
We're
time.
still mad at him a little bit, to be fair.
Very angry.
I've spent time turned to stone. I feel like I've made up for it.
Has Llewellyn seen Egbert? I don't think he has.
No, that happened in the Earth plane.
He's going to just open up the sash, and Egbert pokes his head out.
Little mechanical bird hops out.
Amazing.
Let's have
Not
a little...
quite what I expected to see, considering I saw inside your egg.
It's Egbert.
I also have a souvenir from the Earth plane for you.
Oh, here we go.
Did
Here's
we-
Egbert.
But
For
it's
me?
more for your book.
Yeah.
For my
There you
book?
go.
Yeah, I've
Ooh.
got basilisk eyes and a greater basilisk gullet.
Oh, and I have this, and I pull out like the little dragon, like the little claw.
Okay. I will figure out what is useful there after a little bit of time. Not resting, because I've been resting for 10 days, but yeah.
Yeah.
The eyes, though, they're good. I already
Well-
have a couple of those. They're good for a spell to
Yeah.
enhance it.
Well, then before we go and have a drink and catch you up on the rest, I just have one last thing for you.
You're going to hit me, aren't you? Yeah.
That's the bag.
One
Yeah.
sec. One sec.
Never gets old.
Do I have the spells? I do. Shield.
Oh,
I bitch slap him back with a shield.
He'll just well up again and go in for a huge hug.
Yeah.
oh.
Chad,
Yeah.
I also have a souvenir for you, which
Ooh, fuzzies.
I have a pair. They seem right up your alley. They are a pair of magical dice. You basically place one of them
Gamble?
against something, roll it, and if the white is higher or equal, you get a better or equal thing in return. And if the red is higher, you lose the item.
That is perfect for me. Give me that.
Yep.
Timora would love
Yep.
these. Oh,
I give them the dice.
thank you,
Because-
Karius.
Because that seemed... I don't know when I would ever use that.
Oh, these will come in handy, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Mm.
All right. Well, with
I
that,
will remove them from my sheet.
I think that does just about it for this session, for this arc. My God, it's been a long one. Thank you very much for joining me on this journey through 7 layers of the Earth plane, all fully fleshed out, all as frustrating as the last one. Lots of puzzles, lots of monsters in combat, lots of exploration, but you made it all the way down to the bottom and some into the mineral plane and come back alive. Most of you. No, we just lost a couple of gold guard. They're not
I
important.
didn't get to see the mineral plane, which is something that would have interested Karius.
Yeah.
He was probably the person most interested in it other than Kesh'an.
Level up.
Llewellyn, we want to do that for next session because the last thing you hear is the rest of your friends have gathered around you. The last voice in your head is Grimoire, who speaks in a raspy tone. Oh, you're finally awake. Good. We have much work to do, Llewellyn. You're falling behind on schedule.
Schedule for what? We had the potion.
Yes, the potion looks like your brain didn't rot whilst you were laying there. Those ingredients won't last long, you know. Yes.
That's true.
Let's gather the rest and be done with it.
Where will we get the
Before-
rest?
I'm sure there will be places. Fear not. Let's not have you die again, shall we?
Yeah, I would rather not.
I would hate to have to find a different owner. You've got so much more potential than the previous one. There you go. We'll finish on the spoopy ending. We'll sign off here. Yes, Eirina's armor, that'll be the start of the next arc. But yes, Eirina, you've got your dragon scale mail to pick up that's finished. Hell yeah, that's going to be cool. And a lot of other little bits and tidbits. I want to do some downtime perhaps, but
min roll on the HP dice, Kesh'an. Oh.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Oh yeah,
Sorry,
can
continue on. Continue on.
Yeah.
Well,
No, we're just wrapping up now. It's all good. You can sign us off whenever.
Right. Don't forget to join us on Sunday as well for the next bit of the carnival cards, and we'll probably announce during that session or one of the Sunday sessions when we'll be continuing with this, because I'm not sure if it'll be next week or if we'll take a short break before doing the
We're gonna take a break and have someone else jump in the DM seat. Maybe run a few 1-shots, 4-shots, mini campaigns. So yeah, we'll be branching out, trying a couple of different systems, like Breathless and what have you. If anyone else gets inspired and they want to run something, then you're also more than welcome. After Steph has wrapped up hers. But yeah, we'll take a break from D&D for a bit. Cheers, everyone.
Bye for now.
Bye.